You gotta say it like you mean it. Niners! Ooh, I see the chat. The sentiment is exactly the way I'm feeling. The 49ers look like a well-oiled machine that can't be stopped, doesn't it? Rolling down the road, steamrolling everything in its path. And this particular weekend that just went by, they sort of just clowned around and stumbled to a victory. When you get like that, fam, they don't even have to work hard to beat your butt. Look out, NFL. Here come the Niners. 49ers, they defeat Seahawks minus an A-game effort. It was not their A-game. We've seen them play a lot better. Ask the Cowboys and Eagles how they feel about the 49ers A-game. It was. But like I said, I'm really concerned. I'm concerned a little bit, but not too much. The 49ers know what they got to do. At this point in the season. Earlier in the season, had we seen the 49ers clowning around and barely getting away? Well, they didn't barely get away. Still, for the 49ers, now anything less than a 15 to 20-point lead is they barely played. But, Niners versus the Hawks game had to have gained huge attention from every Niners faithful for how they seemingly clowned their way to that win, 14 a week, fifth game in a row with the Emerald City Comedians. Is Gene D in here? Gene. Oh, Gene D. Seattle may have been made to look a little worse or weaker than they really are, though. And that's just what happens when you come up against a great team. The Niners got off to a disturbingly slow start for the second week in a row. I don't know about you, fam, but it's starting to get to me. You start off against the Eagles, and they suddenly woke up and did it again. They stomped their opponent into a stain on the turf. They did it to the Eagles and scared the bejesus out of me. They did it to the Hawks. I wasn't overly concerned, but I really wish they would stop it. Niners, come out and play like you mean it. I know it's the Hawks, but you gotta beat them. Get through with this week. Tear them up before the first half. Maybe have a seat in the second half. You can watch the other guys play them. But you got to do it. So we'll go to the phones to get your take on the measurement of the Niners' resilience, grit, confidence, and kick-ass ability. They got a strength now that looks like a champion. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, must be a 49er! Oh! They beat the Hawks with a performance the team wasn't even proud of, though. I was amazed. Because here's the thing, Pam. When I mentioned this, 49ers missing tackles out there like crazy. And at the rate they were missing tackles, it kind of concerned me. I was thinking, you know what? Why are we candy-assing these tackles all of a sudden? Because we haven't been doing that all year. But this is a pretty good day. The 49ers slide. I haven't even seen Dre Greenlaw get juked. And he was all right. I said, Dre, what's up, man? And then the dude ran down the field about 10 or 15 more yards. I said, come on, man, you're doing Niners. What are you doing? So, I'm hoping they just go ahead. Yeah, I'm hoping they were just bored. They just didn't get inspired because they do need inspiration to stay. When you're as good as the 49ers, it can become an issue that you're just not concerned about your opponent. Now, I don't want that day to come, but it does. And if you've ever been an athlete on an organized team, the chatter around the house gets to, boy, oh, man, we got this. You hear the tone? We got this. Don't have it. Nah, you do. That's when you come out there and you get surprised. So, dangerously missed receptions. They could have been a pick. One of them kind of was, I think. Yeah. All right. Now maybe Brock didn't put it right on his chest. But come on, man. You're a professional paid receiver getting millions of dollars. If the ball is catchable, your job is to catch it. I'm done. We did it to Jimmy all the time. Anytime, if the pass wasn't perfect and the receiver missed it, it's all no. He gets paid millions of dollars to catch the damn ball. All right. So if it's just on his fingertips, you got to catch it. Leap, do whatever you got to do. Catch the ball. Now Brock's not going to put the ball in your chest every time. Make the catch. I'm proud of you, man. You got to make that catch, though, bro. Yeah, you got them long arms and everything else. Come on, man. Come on. Mitch Wisnowski. Come to find out, and I was wondering about that. No, Mitch called his own number on that play. I'm proud of him, though. Shanahan said during the press conference, yeah, no, actually, he joked about the fact that he told Wisnowski to do that. He said, no, I wish I could take credit for that. That was Mitch. Let's see what this team's doing. We got guys who are out there doing things on their own, especially the quarterback. Let me get into him. First of all, DK Metcalf, right? Metcalf has built a reputation as an angry, raging maniac on the field. He's a loose cannon is what he is right about now. It's gotten to the point now where, you can really hurt your team doing that, DK, all the time, right? Now opposing teams are starting to take that into consideration when game planning for the madman. Now, people are saying that Kyle Shanahan did not say that what he said. He did. And by the way, it wasn't about planning it in the way people think. Well, let me get into that. One day before the game, Coach Shanahan held a team meeting at the Santa Clara Marriott and predicted a DK meltdown, as everybody does. He's always getting pissed off. It's easy to piss him off. According to the San Francisco Chronicle's Michael Silver, the meeting included video clips featuring past fits of rage from DK, and Shanahan wanted our guys to capitalize on that potential. It is a weakness. It is. You cannot be out of control like that. Coach added an incentive to get his guys his point across. According to the report, Shanahan told his players, quote, "We will get 14, Metcalf, to lose his mind. Christmas present from whoever gets him." Unquote. Sure enough, as if on cue, Fred Warner did just that. Fred picked a Drew Lock pass off. And now, mind you, Fred didn't initially start and DK. That's not what we're saying here. I read it completely clearly. 3 minutes to go in the game, and the Niners leading 28-16, right? Fred flipped the ball to a teammate. Who was that? I forgot who it was. Somebody was that Gibson? Who was that? Anyway, DK did a DK, right? He got all PO'd and decided he still wanted a piece of Fred, unnecessarily slamming him into the ground with a suplex type throw that the refs call just about every time they see that, right? But that prompted Fred, they didn't call it this time, but that prompted Fred to get up off the dirt and shove DK's face into the ground before jogging away. That's the rub right there. If you don't think Fred didn't do that on purpose, think again. Yes, he did. Fred knew DK's shoes would be lit when he did that. As he had to know DK wasn't about to let that go either. And went after Fred. DK did it. He went after Fred, grabbed his face mask, and shoving him back. When you seen Fred's arms go out like that, what do you think he was doing? Yeah, he was baiting him. And the refs could see Fred's arms all stretched out. They come running over. Good night, DK. That time, Mr. Warner's baby boy didn't even retaliate and got exactly what he wanted. That was all calculated. You have to think fast, so I'm pretty sure that's what Fred was doing. Because like I said, he knew DK would go off. And just don't fight back. Don't show anything. Because if you were grabbed by your face mask, are you going to stand there with your arms out? No. He did it on purpose. So I'm telling people in the chat, man, DJ, he didn't do that. But yeah, he did. He did. DK's predictable rage got him ejected. Fred got the best laugh along with the Niners win. And we'll get an extra goodie in his stocking this Christmas. Merry Christmas, Fred. I loved it. I love that kind of stuff. But fam, the Niners now control their own destiny following their own win over the Hawks this past Sunday. It's like somebody said in the chat, you know what would be nice? If the Hawks could somehow find their way into the playoffs, we could whoop them 6 times, 3 times this year, 3 times last year, 3 times this year. Gene, I'm pulling for you, bruh. Get your team in the playoffs. I don't know what you could do so we'd have to play you first. Damn, they ain't gonna make it. The win extends the Niners' lead in the NFC West race and positions them at the top of the conference, as you now know, in conjunction with the Philly, who lost to the Cowboys on Sunday night. Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I should have. I mean, Philly's a little worn out. I mean, your morale's low. You're probably starting to feel yourself. Your confidence might be a little bit shaken. They didn't really look like the Eagles. With 4 games left in the regular season, the competition between the top contenders is as tight as ever. Niners, Cowboys, and Eagles, each with 10-3 records. The bad news, though, fam. The Niners had 4 defensive players sustain injuries in this game and are having to look to younger and newer members of the unit to step up. But you know what? That's not looking too bad. But for the most part, it appears the Niners have avoided serious and long term injuries coming out of Sunday's game as they prep for another division battle in Week 15. Division battle. Odds makers have given the Niners another double-digit edge in the what are we minus 12? Yeah, it probably is a little bit more than it was against the Hawks. Were we 12 with the 11 with the Hawks? I think, right? The Cardinals don't have a pass rush. What is? Oh my God! What are they going to do? I thought they had a little bit of a pass rush last time we played them. Meanwhile, the injury list had new names added to it following Sunday's game. Javon Hargrave, hamstring, the good news is he may have a chance to return later in the week, although I don't want him to. Travaris Ward, groin, and he could actually return later in the week. I definitely don't want Travaris anywhere near the state. They can leave Travaris in Cali. He doesn't need to go. Dre Greenlaw, hip, ankle, day-to-day. We lost what's the other guy too? Oren Burke. I don't know about Dre. Yeah, Oren's got knee tendonitis. He's likely out for a couple of weeks. Flanagan, Foles, and Fred? Can you handle that? I don't want Greenlaw I don't want him to compound that injury. He looked okay when he came back in the game. I was shocked when he came back in, actually. But Coach shared updates of previously injured players. Ross Dwelly, high ankle sprain. Coach said, quote, "We'll see how the week goes." Eric Armstead, who inspired the defense like crazy. Eric Armstead is he's like the icon of the locker room now. Foot and knee. Coach also said he's likely to be in the same boat as last week in Week 15. Mr. Burford, knee. The hope is to have him return to practice this week. But you know what, fam? Feliciano went buck wild. I watched that game 3 times. I enjoyed that so much. Feliciano trucked. The dude is a badass. I had a feeling when he came to us, this dude, man, could he be, because, we lost our guy to, where did he go? Anyway, I figured he'd be okay, Feliciano, but I didn't know he was going to be this good. Feliciano's not bad at all. So him and Burford can continue to platoon if they want to. I kind of like to see him out there. Darrell Luter Jr., hamstring, expected to return to practice this week. Elijah Mitchell, knee. The hope is also have him return to practice this week. Don't do it, Kyle. Don't do it, Kyle. Save him for the playoffs, Kyle. Seriously. Just let him stay back. Let's train Jordan Mason, please, Kyle. Please, man. Everybody's begging you. How do you feel about Debo adding return man to his duties? Yeah, it's about to happen. I don't like it. I really don't. I really don't. The Niners expect to see Debo's continued involvement in the kick return game, and I really don't appreciate it at all. I want to see the happy man get back out there. Ronnie B, man. Brock Purdy continued to kill his critics while having a record-breaking season in his performance in the Niners' 28-16 win over the Hawks. Damn it. And I say that because I'm getting a little tired of people saying what they say about him. Come on, man. Give me a break. He's a game manager. All he does is dink and dunk off the Jesus Christ. Do you know anything about the game? Man, he's doing things out there that most quarterbacks can't even do. I mean, what is that? How is that defined as a game manager? Brock finished Week 14 completing 19 of 27 pass attempts for a career-high 368 yards with 2 TDs and a 122.1 pass rate. Okay, if he's a game manager, damn good one then. Really good. Purdy recorded a 70.4 completion percentage, his 7th in a row of 70% or higher, which is the longest streak for 49ers quarterback since who? Yeah, Joe friggin' Montana. Back in 1989, and Joe was was Joe a rookie in 1989? I don't think so. Purdy was perfect on his 6 throws of 16 yards or more downfield. Of 16 yards or more downfield, for 225 yards and 2 TDs. Mr. Purdy's baby boy also completed all 3 of his 20 or more yards downfield, which puts his season total at a league high 65.9% to tighten the muzzle on the dink and dung accusations. The game manager, game callers are increasingly being made to look absolutely foolish. Texas quarterback C.J. Stroud is number 2 at 57.1%. Fam, if the regular season ended today, do you know Purdy's mark of 65.9% would be the best number by any quarterback for a season since 2006? when PFF began tracking the stats. The dude is setting records. He's got some things already set up in the Hall of Fame. And he ain't even, his shoes, something else is in there. I mean, you know what? Purdy also was comfortable under pressure, completing 6 of his 7 pass attempts, 104 yards when facing Hawks defense. And this is what happens when he gets blitzed like he does every week. Brock Purdy gets more heat every week than any quarterback in the league. They're on his butt because they're going to get tired of doing that, though. At some point, they're going to realize, listen, we need to get a little more strategic. Blitzing him is all he wants us to do. Niners were efficient when using play action with 5 completions for 93 yards and a TD. Purdy's 9.896 yards per attempt on the season also would be the highest of any qualifying quarterback in 67 years. If the campaign ended today, Pro Football Reference, get off him. Get off of Brock. Can I get an A, man? Oh. Chicago Bears quarterback Ed Brown averaged 9.92 yards per attempt. Fam, you know you have to go all the way back to 1956 to find that record? He's real. He is real. He needs to be respected as if he were. I know he's got talent, but hell, what quarterback doesn't have any talent and he's doing well? Brock Purdy, asked Patrick Mahomes about not having no talent, how that works. Brock Purdy is not a game manager, man. Offense, PFF had Brandon Ayuk 90. 6 catches on 8 targets, 126 yards, 5 of which resulted in a first down. 48 of the 56 receptions, or 85% on the year, have resulted in either a first down or a TD. Quarterback gets part of that credit, too. Debo, 83.5. Debo registered 7 catches on 9 targets, 149 yards, and a TD. 93 of his 149 receiving yards came after the catch. Hey, that's what Debo does. There is no point in putting that under a whole lot of conversation. That's what he's been doing. That's what he does, and that's why we like him. And that's how we want to use him to begin with. He did have a long bomb downfield, though. His 4 missed tackles ties Rams Cooper Kupp for most by receiver in Week 14. The receiving duo, B.A. and Debo, is not just effective in the passing game. They received the league's top run blocking grades by receivers for Week 14. Minimum, like Kyle Shanahan says, if you can't block, you can't be on my field. They took it seriously, and they are aces at it. This is about from a minimum of 10 run blocking snaps. Debo, 90.3. B.A., 89.6. And if he just would have caught up with that dude out in front, when CMC was jamming downfield, his grade might have jumped a point. Khalil Shakir, Buffalo Bills, 76.9. See how far guys are ahead? The 49ers are head and shoulders above everything in the NFL. Offensive line, Trent Williams, 66 overall, 72.4 pass blocking. No pressures allowed, not a one. Aaron Banks, 39.2 overall, 26.9 pass blocking. 1 hit, 1 hurry. He's got a toe, all right? I ain't mad at him. He was good last year, so I know he can do better. Jake Bennell, 50.7 overall, 35 pass blocking. 2 sacks, Jake. No, I saw him go down, and I knew that was you. Come on, Jake. John Feliciano, the story of the day, 91.4. Overall, 75.1 pass blocking, 2 hurries. And as I said, John Feliciano can run block. And by the way, fam, he's coming around. I thought McKivitz was a guy who protected, but forget about run blocking. Do you know that McKivitz, 81.3 overall, 59.2 pass block. He did allow a sack, 3 hurries. But he's picking it up on the pass blocking. And the run block. But Feliciano's the story of the day, topping the group with a 90.3 run blocking grade, and McKivitz wasn't far behind him, 90.5 run blocking grade. Coach Forrester, we salute you. He wasn't a run blocker like you've got him doing now. I'm telling you right now, my God, defense, Jair Brown, 88.3. The rookie had an outstanding game. Picking off Hawks backup quarterback Drew Lock for a second interception, snatching food out of the man DK's mouth. And you know he wanted to smack him for that. Who this rookie, man? The hell up out my way. The dude is raging all the time. DK, back up off the roids, get some therapy. Brown registered 1 quarterback hurry and allowed only 1 catch in coverage on 2 targets for 3 yards. We was worried him. Oh my God, him and Talanoa. I hope Talanoa heals up and can come back next year. Okay, Mrs. Brown's baby boy also recorded 2 stops. Demo Lenore, 81.9. Demo allowed 2 catches on 5 targets for 10 yards with 2 passes. Broken up. Oh. Charles, are you listening? Charles, I'm looking for you, man. Demo also snagged a lock pass, but the interception was nullified by a penalty. Nick Bosa. I love you, man, but come on, Nick. You did that to him last. You did it to him. Listen, you didn't take 2 INTs off his resume. Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Speaking of Nick, defensive line. Mrs. Bosa's baby boy. Charles Child, 82.4 overall, 82.3 pass rush, 2 sacks, 6 hurries, 1 batted pass, 4 run stops. He was busy all day long. Javon Kinlaw, 60.8 overall. What am I talking about? Kinlaw, not Javon. 60.8 overall, 66 pass rush, 1 sack, and 3 hurries. 2 games, 3 sacks. Are you going to re-sign him next year? You got to think about it, don't you? Cleveland Farrell, 66 overall, 62.6 pass rush. He had a sack. Javon Hargrave, 56.9, 71.4 pass rush, 2 hurries. Javon had a pulled muscle. He had to come out of the game. I'm not sure which point he came out of the game, though. Randy Gregory, 28.6 overall, 47.7 pass rush. He did have a sack and a hurry. Chase Young, 86.3 overall, grade A, 1.4 pass rush, 1 hurry, 1 deflection that led to Fred Warner's INT. Kevin Givens, 84.1 overall grade, 66.8 pass rush, 2 run stops. We have depth. People who try to say the 49ers are top heavy don't know what they're talking about. We got guys go down and people come in and step up. God, I love this team. I really feel like Chris Everett. That boy, he just don't understand. But I'm starting to like these guys. They come in here because they know having a good time can be found at the 49ers house. Y'all know it. You know it. These clowns. Oh, man, let me get out here. Fam, this is the program. We want to hear from you. What do you think about the 49ers? And Serge, come on in here.
Ronbo, hold on. Let me play something real quick because this is very important to hear. Hold on. All right, here we go. Just listen to this, boys.
Buddy, this is John Lynch from the 49ers. Yes, sir. How you doing? I'm sorry it took till the end. We find you very relevant, but you are going to be Mr. Irrelevant. All right, man? So we're thrilled to have you part of us, okay? And yeah, we're fired up. I'm going to hand you over to our head coach, Kyle Shanahan. All right? Sounds good. Congratulations, buddy. Yes, sir. Thank you. Brock, congrats to him.
Serge.
Yes, sir. Thanks, coach. Hey, man. Hey, dude, you're coming in an awesome situation for you. We've loved you on tape, man. You know how to play the position, and this is a hell of a day for you, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity. And honestly, man, I'm ready to roll for y'all, so let's do it.
There we go.
Serge, those are words
that
you're going to
the best phone call you could make.
Tell you, those are words you're going to echo in the halls of the 49ers for years. I mean, he's doing really good stuff. You know?
Oh, my God. That was the best phone call we could ever make because all these teams had 261 tries to try to get this guy, and nobody did. So we finally got him. We got our quarterback, and we have our MVP. So all these people could keep talking because they're just looking so dumb, especially the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick. Did you see him? He's a little spoiled little brat. He's a crybaby. He's a freaking loser, man.
Wait, who's it?
He's over here freaking crying over Patrick Mahomes. He's over here embarrassing himself.
I thought you were talking about this year. I know.
Little crybaby, spoiled brat.
But you know what though, Serge? I have to. Listen. When's the last time you sided with the referee? Referees really do piss me off. I'm sick. They're gonna do it to us. That's why I don't like those people. Yeah, honestly, if I could vote on an automated system, I would. I'm sick of them determining games. You know, but I understand what you're saying though. You can't cry like that. I mean, Patrick lost.
But the thing is, the player's job is to know where to
Yeah, no.
go. He was the only one that was
Tony was a fool.
past the ball.
Yeah. Tony. It was Tony's
The
fault.
other receivers were behind the ball.
Patrick should have went after
so he's
Tony.
the idiot.
You know what? Remember when Tom
Yeah.
Brady used to go after his receivers? That's what Patrick should do. Stop protecting those guys and saying nice things about them and say, look, y'all, I can't do this by myself. I'm dependent on you. When I throw you the ball, I'm expecting you to make things happen. Come on now. I mean, just can't get mad at the
All
officials
season.
and everybody else.
All season. They've been dropping balls all season, and now they're stepping over the line. Like, come on, man. Why
That makes
don't
no
you say
sense.
something to your players? Don't go after the refs. Like the refs called the right play because this guy stepped over the line. Like, it's obvious,
He was. He showed the clip.
So
he was way over the line.
He's a crybaby.
And where's Tony's
and
focus?
DK,
God. Go ahead.
I don't know, man. He was even looking at the ball. If you look at the play again, he's looking where the ball's at. He's
looking at the line of scrimmage, it looked like, right? Yeah, looking at the center? What the hell are you doing? I'd cut him.
That's what he was doing. And DK, he's just a punk. He's a sore loser, man. He's a sore freaking loser. And Cam over here talking about Brock being a game manager. Now he's a game manager, you guys. Oh my God.
It's not going to stop.
These guys are not watching. They're not watching TV, man. They're not watching Brock do his thing. He's not. He's an elite quarterback. He's an MVP. He's going to win MVP. He's actually one game away from tying with Montana on executive games with 70% of his completions. He's at 7 right now. Mm-hmm. Montana has 8, so he's going to tie with him this coming week. So
I know you could probably assume that.
What, 3 more games after that?
Yeah, the Cardinals. If he can do it against the Eagles and the Cowboys and everybody else, I don't know why he can't do it against the Cardinals. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Brock Purdy is amazing. He's really amazing. And we struck gold by choosing him the last player because I didn't expect that. Nobody expected that.
I know anybody says they did. There are a few people, though, that did think he was that good.
Yeah, but why didn't they pick him? They're over here talking about him. They're over here talking about we're not going to win with him. Really?
I want them to keep that energy.
Did you not see last year and this year?
I think it fires them up. I think it fires the whole team up. Trent Williams went to bat for him. Trent said all kind of things about the critics. I love it. They're united.
He's defending them.
Yeah. We got to go, fam.
Yeah.
Serge,
okay.
Real quick.
Okay, and the thing is, the reason why everybody's getting yaks is because Brock is placing the ball in the right position for them to get the extra yards. Guys,
people don't understand football.
It's not because of that.
Yeah. People don't understand the game. Don't understand that how not easy that is. Serge, I'm gonna see you Friday. Bring that score, and let's get ready for this weekend. All right.
Oh yeah, for sure. But let the haters keep talking. Let's go.
No, really. I think it fires the team up. Night, fam. And Snoop Doggy Jones. Snoop Jones Productions. Oh, ooh la la. Ooh la la. Yeah. Krusty. Thanks, Snoop.
Hey, Ronbo. How's it going, dude?
Krusty, man, it's coming. It's good. I can see this team now. I'm more confident than ever that there's no team in the league can stop the 49ers except for the 49ers. Give me your observations on this and some of the grades that are being given out. Are they well-deserved? And will people please stop talking about Brock Purdy in a negative fashion? What are you thinking, fam?
I agree with that, when was the last time a game manager currently he's ranked number 3 in passing yards? He's ahead of Patrick Mahomes and a bunch of other people. Yeah. I think he's just got, he's ahead of Dak too. He's just got C.J. Stroud and Tua above him in passing yards. Currently we have 4 players that have 800-plus scrimmage yards, in Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, and Debo. And not only that, Christian's already passed 1,000 yards rushing. Brandon's already passed 1,000 yards receiving. Debo's only 260 yards away from 1,000 yards receiving. And Kittle's only got 190 yards. He's got 1,000 yards receiving this year.
And we got 3 games to go.
3,000 yards receiving. Yeah, we got 4 games to go.
Yes.
We have 3 players at 1,000 yards receiving, and we already got one with 1,000 yards rushing. When was the last time that happened? And how is a team with a game manager able to get their playmakers to, do this? No way. Whatever, And my personal opinion is Brandon, he ran the wrong route. You could see when he tipped the ball for the interception. He was even acting like it on the sideline. He was pissed off at himself because
he was. He knows.
Should have been where the ball was going. So that's the reason we got that interception. Even then, he laid himself out and almost caught it, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And if he didn't fumble that ball, we could have been talking about a 35-16 or 42-16 if we didn't have that interception and that fumble. So it is a mistake. They probably expected to have Geno Smith this week, and Drew Lock came in, so they probably weren't prepared to play, to defend Drew Lock like they were Geno Smith. Geno's skittish when he comes to playing us. So we would have got a totally different team.
That's scary.
If we were playing them. Not only that, if they noticed that they couldn't get it to DK once Lenore started guarding them, so they started throwing it to Lockett. This is the first time I've sat down and heard Lockett's name called as many times as it was yesterday.
It's true, especially when we play him
Sunday.
Yeah.
So not only that, we also lost Tarvarius Ward. Hargrave went down, and we still held them to 16 points. So can we sit here and complain about how bad the game went good with how bad having a pick, a fumble, and losing some key defensive players, we still beat them by 12. Brock Purdy wasn't dinking and dunking or whatnot. He threw how many 20-plus yard throws did he throw? He threw one to everybody. He threw one to Kittle, Debo, Ayuk. Maybe even freaking Christian ran freaking 73 yards on the first play from scrimmage. So, I'm actually very happy that Kyle Shanahan gave that ball to Debo for him to run it in after he did all that he did to get it down to the 1 yard line too. That was nice of him. He could have let Christian keep going with his new touchdown record, but he didn't get a touchdown this last week. But it's okay.
He actually mentioned that too.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
And we got the Cardinals this week. And there's only one player that I ever worry about when we're playing the Cardinals, and that's Buda Baker, because he always seems to take out Kittle's knees.
Whoa. Hey, Buda, Chris, Krusty, Buda's not in. Is he there with them still? I thought he went to another team.
He wasn't there the first game because he was on IR.
Okay.
He played a couple weeks ago. He was playing.
Okay.
Buda's back, yeah.
I thought he
so
found
that's the
his
only
way
person that I'm worried about, but I think we're going to beat him. But this game was a good game. We need to. I don't know. There was a couple long runs that went off there, and there was a couple plays where we couldn't get Walker down in the backfield. But in the end, it wasn't that bad of a game. Not only that, do you know that since Chase Young has got there, Nick Bosa's only 5.5 sacks away from the sack leader in the league right now. He's only 5.5 sacks away.
Is that right?
And he's getting 2. Yeah, he's got 9.5. The top one's 15.
Oh, he is going to get double digit this year because he started off really slow, and all of a sudden he's caught fire. Yeah, you just can't keep a good man down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, he just needed to get somebody to help him get some pressure on the quarterback, and have it helps when the back end freaking holding people.
Ooh.
Just like I wasn't too worried about us not getting pressure on the Eagles. Because all they were trying to do was make sure friggin' Jalen Hurts wasn't going to run it. You notice they just kind of spread out and just like slowly
built a fence.
Just pushed the guy around so that Jalen Hurts. That's why he got 10 seconds to throw.
Mm-hmm. So they've got it all figured out.
Yeah.
Now, I probably could have apply that same kind of defense against Lamar. Oh man, I
don't know about that.
Lamar's
a little faster than Jalen.
A little? Oh my God.
Well, a lot. We'll see. Let's see what they try to do with Kyler this weekend. That'll be interesting.
Well,
I think
that'll be good
if
training.
Kyler if we can hold Kyler in place, that'll give us some
you can hold anybody in place
for Lamar
next
week.
Yeah. Krusty, we're gonna go. I'm gonna see you Friday.
Yeah.
Bring that score, and just have a great night. All right, fam.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, Krusty. That's a good point.
Nice.
The 49ers can practice. Good night, fam. 49ers can practice on Kyler. If you can stop Kyler, it's like that game, that movie Volleyball, when the coach brought out and started throwing monkey wrenches at the guys in the middle. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. I almost had to be sedated, but Hey, Jack.
This could be a trap game too.
Nah, 49ers are serious.
They beat the shit out of the Steelers, and then they have a bye week. They know our system. They're not fooled by the formations, the shifting, and all of that. Yeah. So, and we always have they always give us a run for the money. So watch out for this. This could be a trap game. We got to be on our toes against these boys. And I'm predicting that they're going to also get Marvin Harrison Jr. on the squad come draft time. So they're going to be a scary team next year. So, but I'm enjoying this game, this process. Don't you just love this time of the year, Ronbo? Doesn't it feel good to be the number 1 seed?
It's a long time.
Going through Santa Clara.
Been a long
feels
time.
Great, don't it?
Well, 2019, we had the number 1 seed in 2019, right? Yeah, that was the last time that happened. Yeah, we stayed home. So, yeah, it's a wonderful thing.
If you were to go up against Ronbo, who's that one team that you don't want to go up against that's getting you kind of
Okay, it used to be Detroit. I ain't scared of them no more. In the NFC, there exists no team baby. Now.
We're going to the goddamn bowl. In the AFC, who's that one team you don't want to see?
Lamar? You know what? Because the Miami Dolphins showed me something yesterday. You know what? If you roughhouse and physical that team, by the run game and other things that you do, they really do wilt. I didn't believe it the first few times. It is true. Miami does not like hothouse football. They don't. You take down Tyreek, and they double-teamed him, and it worked. I was shocked.
So, Ronbo, would you rather get redemption against the Ravens in the Super Bowl, who grabbed onto Michael Crabtree in the Harbaugh, or would you want to beat the current Chiefs?
Oh, both of them, huh? The Chiefs, it would be unfair. I think the 49ers would steamroll the Chiefs right now. You're right. Give me the Ravens, and then I can feel good about it. Because if we beat the Chiefs, we say, well, if the Chiefs had Patrick Mahomes had his weapons, y'all wouldn't have had a chance. I don't want to hear it. So bring Lamar and company, and if they can beat them, then we can be proud.
Talking about being proud, I'm proud of Deebo Samuels for being the only receiver in NFL history to have back-to-back games with a rushing and receiving touchdown.
That's right.
Did you know that?
Yes. Yep.
Being proud, Brock Purdy could be the first quarterback in 49ers history to have 3 receiving 1,000-yard receivers if George Kittle gets 1,000, which is 200
they're going to work on it. They're going to push it, too. It's like to try to get McCaffrey across the goal line a couple of weeks ago so he could get that consecutive games record. They're a very family-oriented unit. They'll get it done.
Being proud, Ronbo, Javon Kinlaw stepped up at the right time when Eric Armstead's hurt, got him another sack. He's playing on his we didn't give him the 5th-year option, but he's playing like we gave him one. You know what I'm saying? So, and Mason got in. I mean, the team is gelling at the right time, and I'm so happy, man. So, great goddamn feeling, man. Just so damn hype, man. I can't wait to go in there. But I'm really looking forward to that Baltimore Ravens game and see how we look against a good defense like that.
Yes, that's going to be the test. That's the litmus for this year. Late in the season, but that's it. That's the test. You beat them, and you can beat anybody. There's no doubt about it.
Go though. What's your take on Oliver?
You know what? He played a good game. You know what, Isaiah?
I mean, maybe some people need some time off to actually look at what they're doing wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't want to shame the team. It becomes a pride. You just got to bear down and play above yourself. And he has. He's not embarrassed of the team when he gets in there now. He knows he's busting ass. And I imagine he's working harder in practice. Coach Wilkes is working with him. He'll get better. Look at that secondary as a whole. Everybody's up their game a notch. That's Coach Wilkes.
Jason Verrett shows us something where he could be in the lineup because that guy is special when healthy, man. Ronbo, happy holidays, loved ones, and to everybody out here, man. Greatest time of the year, man. I love it.
Hey,
got the number one seed, and our dogs are fighting hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Like they just got out the damn cage.
It ain't 8 in a week. All right, fam. I'll tell you what, Jack will be looking for you Friday. All right. Have a great day in the UK.
MVP, Brock Purdy, MVP.
We gotta get shirts, t-shirts. So we should have already manufactured by now. BP, MVP, BP, MVP. Jack, I'll see you Friday. And now,
beast.
all right, Phil. It's time for Chill, Pill, Phil.
Hey, Ronbo. How's it going?
Phil, it's looking, being a 49er fan like you and I are, and everybody else that's here except for the clowns in the chat. Listen, we always think we're the best team in the league, and people give us a lot hard time about that. Well, you know what? They can't give us a hard time now. Phil, this team is really dominant.
We are, though, Ronbo.
I know, We hurt ourselves with the injuries more than anything else.
Yeah, and the other thing, let's not talk about MVP awards and all this crap. Those things will come. All I want is another Lombardi.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes, indeed. That's the most important. I agree.
Everything else is superficial. And all these talking heads, when Brock Purdy lifts the Lombardi over his head, that will be the ultimate icing on the cake. So, I'm ready to watch our team go to war with Brock Purdy at the helm. No problem.
Yeah.
So bring it on. And I don't care who we play.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I
got a feeling the 49ers are going to do the same thing to Lamar and company, too. I really do, because I was worried about the Eagles,
I think we're gonna,
and they just beat them
I'll
to
be at
death.
the game, but, Christmas night, I think we'll take care of business.
Ooh, it is on Christmas
as far
Day.
as Arizona goes, they're last against the pass.
Yeah, I know.
This could be just a air show. So they're 32nd against the pass.
Ooh. Against this team, and you rank that badly? Oh, my God. That could get vicious quick.
But it's another team coming off a bye that we have to play.
Might not help
which
him.
Makes it now 5.
Yeah.
Don't give me this crap, Philly fans, about being tired.
I know.
More teams have more rest against the 49ers than any other team in the league.
They're getting louder and louder about that.
What a bunch of crap.
I know.
And then, I noticed that Don Burr hasn't been on.
No, because
interrupting people lately.
Yes, actually, production got PO'd and blocked him. I really wish they'd let him back in. I kind of enjoy his break-ins. They're kind of funny because he can't break in now.
He's calling anyway because Detroit's trash. The other thing is I expect the Cowboys probably to lose against Buffalo this week.
Ooh.
It's in the cold. I know those sissies in Dallas, they don't like to get their fingers cold.
Ooh, I forgot about that. And they're not playing in Dallas where they seem to play their best ball. They're going to have to play their best ball this week.
Yeah,
Buffalo's fighting for the playoff
life. They got
life.
to play at Buffalo and then at Miami, back to back. So,
I think they might beat Miami.
Seattle could beat Philly. That would give us an extra game of leeway, which means that we could rest for the Rams, which will be not in the playoffs either. So
no, or next year, or last year. Listen, Phil, I'd like to play the second string against the Rams, and if the second string beats the Rams,
sure, you'd like to rest everybody, have 2 weeks rest.
Oh God, I'll never stop talking about that, Chrissy Everett. I'll welcome you in here with open arms. I'll have a special show just for you. Oh my God.
Hey, Ronbo, have you seen Big Show lately?
Who?
I mean, Big Show. Is he called in at all?
I'm glad you reminded me.
I mean,
I'm going to go.
I thought I saw a picture of him on a milk carton.
You know what? I'm glad you reminded me. I meant to hit him up on social media, DM him the other day. I'm getting to get around to that. Show, I'm looking for you. Come on in, Show. We're worried about you.
Well, he just doesn't want to say I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh, yeah, the Niners clinched the playoff spot. He was wrong about that, too, because he said the Niners weren't going to make the playoffs. So,
Paging Big Show. Paging Big
boy.
Show. Please report to the forum, please. Big Show.
Anyway, Ronbo. Hey, could you please have a call on Thursday so I don't have to watch the Raiders?
Oh, the Raiders. You know what? Let me think about that. And then we get back-to-back shows.
I would much rather talk 49er football than watch the Raiders.
3-0. When's the last time a team lost 3-0? Wow. That's a baseball score. Even baseball games don't end that low. God.
No. Jeez, that's going to be the most boring game ever.
Who are they playing?
So if you could have a call on Thursday, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, okay. It might be fun because, that's really – Vegas is, it's going to be interesting to see the 49ers. Well, I think we're on our way. I really do. I don't see a team stopping the 49ers as long as everybody's pretty much healthy. I really can't imagine that.
Yeah. So I agree. But I'd sure like to have that extra week and not have to play the Rams and crush them again. We've beat them 11 in a row, so I think we've already made our statement. But it would be nice to sweep the NFC West again, second year in a row.
Beat the Rams, and then somehow the Hawks claw their way into the playoffs and somehow get them. That would mean total domination of the NFC West for 2 years.
Yeah.
6 times in a row with the Hawks, and also
Yeah.
taking the Rams down in routine fashion.
Well, we've beaten the Rams 11 times in a row, so
Hey, we got 8 games to go before we beat which during period was that? How many games do we have? 19 games in a row?
what against the
Rams?
no, we have 11 in a row against the Rams.
Is that the top number? No, I mean,
got
we
5
had a record of beating the Rams
against the
years ago as well. What was
Well, I don't know about that, but
it was crazy.
it's
That's
always fun to beat the Rams.
That's what what's the name said. Same old sorry ass Rams. That's where that phrase got. That's where it came from. That streak. Phil. We got to go though, fam.
So, Ronbo, is it more fun to beat the Rams or is it more fun to beat the Cowboys?
It's always more fun to beat the Cowboys. And the Rams, I can take for granted beating them because they're not that good. But the Cowboys think they are, and they talk like they are. And they're America's team.
And then you watch all the fans cry in the stands after the game.
And
That's
there's that.
cool.
Phil, we got to go. I'm going to try it. I may see you Friday.
Ronbo.
All right. I mean, Thursday night. All right.
Well, think about it.
I will because,
We'll talk to you then.
All right, fam.
Or at least Friday. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Jimmy, I always will appreciate Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm sorry if that bothers you, but yeah, I do. We did too well with him, and he brought us up out of the toilet. So excuse me for appreciating Jimmy Garoppolo. He is a Raider, but he won't be next year. So, take that and put it in your pipe of evil and smoke it. Hey, David.
How's it going, Ronbo?
David, as I sip on my tea and I think of the glee of being a 49er fan, and I welcome thee. Hey, that's pretty good, huh? Jay, get out in there, man. We're talking about the madness it is the 49ers and the way they're playing at such a high level. David, give me some of your thinking on this.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. Everyone just comes in, even if someone gets injured, we've got a replacement there. Hopefully that still continues. Hopefully Hargrave's okay, but Kinlaw and KD was excellent.
I mean, everybody stepped up.
Charvarius Ward.
They're a fired up team.
Then Jair came in, and then suddenly he was PFF's highest graded 49er.
God! Him and Talanoa next year. Ooh, what a combination.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Sounds good to me.
It does.
But they're just playing on such a high, like you say, such a high level that long may it continue.
Everybody else is playing checkers. We're playing chess. Shannon's.
That's
And
it.
the thing about it, David, do you know Brock and Kyle? Kyle's back there standing back, holding back everybody else as he's watching the ball. Whoa! Kyle's even amazed. He's never amazed. He doesn't. I don't think he's having those talks with Brock anymore that he might have had last year about, listen, I need for you to settle down and stick within the plan if you would. Brock says, okay, I got it. And he does his thing. Oh, whoa.
And then he thinks to himself, oh, please don't throw it there. And he throws it there, and somehow Ayuk's there to catch it.
Laird throws. There's a defensive system going on here. There's something going on here. And Brock throws it over all of them. And he tags his man in stride. Get the what? Oh!
They were brilliant yet again. And I was really unlucky with that fumble. But very rarely see him do that. But Debo was just outstanding as usual.
That'll be a teachable moment,
He's
though.
really getting into that right rhythm at the right time.
In fact, I like that they make mistakes here and there and we don't lose the game. Because these are things that they'll never do twice. I can imagine that. Ayuk was bothered by what he did, right? That's not going to happen anytime again soon. I love it.
No. And how unlucky was Wichnowski with that run?
I was so impressed, and I knew it. I found the information. Mitch called his own number on that. See, that's what this team is doing now. They're so mature that they can figure things out on the field, even because your coach should not have to hold your hand. They're doing things on their own now. They've reached that level of maturity. Oh, I love this.
It's happy days. It's happy days. But yeah, no, can't find a fault with pretty much anyone on the team at the minute. No one really made any silly mistakes or bad plays. It was we was a bit unlucky a couple of times, but other than that,
we got a little lazy with the tackling on occasion.
Sorry, Sea Chickens. Sorry, we've done you again.
This sixth time. If I were the Hawks, I'd be afraid to play the 49ers next year. I mean, that's going to cause a mental problem. Now they're going to come in playing us. Oh, man, we've lost these guys how many times in a row? We got to stop it today, guys. We got to stop the bleeding. You go ahead, stop the bleeding. We'll both back you up.
There ain't enough chewing gum. There's not enough chewing gum in the world for Carroll to chew on in that game.
I didn't see him chewing this time. Do you remember him chewing?
I think he was too angry too.
Yeah, when you're that angry, you probably should chew gum. You don't want to bite your tongue off because he was pissed.
I know. I think he was throwing at all the players.
Yeah. And I never seen him get so serious. Did you see that shot when he got in DK's face? He wasn't playing.
Yeah.
He was serious. Usually he's a rah-rah, thank, good job. He was in DK's face like, listen, I need for you to calm it down. I could see what he was talking about. I said, man, DK, you're pissing him off. DK unfollowed the team, from what I understand, on social media. Uh-oh.
Wow.
It looks like he's on his way to Kansas City. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Maybe, I don't know, did he join in the waving like what we was doing when he was walking off the field?
I wonder. He's such a monster. Nobody's going to mess with him,
No. He just gets angry too quick, and Carl called it just get under his skin and he'll do something stupid.
He really will. I think other teams are going to do the same thing. Listen, guys, we're going to take DK out of the game. Anybody harasses him or gets his temper going, there's going to be something in it for you. As long as you keep it legal. What an idiot. God, DK.
Just wind him up and he'll go.
Yeah. The smallest little thing. Just talking to him is all it takes.
Yeah. And then did you see Taper Pepper on social media giving him the sign language?
Pepper's going through the motions and they're translating. I loved it. We got a bunch of comedians on this team. You know what? I love it.
Oh, they love it. They're happy, funny, and just taking everyone for a ride.
David, always a pleasure. I will look for you Friday
And
and maybe Thursday.
And could you give a
Go ahead.
quick birthday shout out to my man Jack?
Jack, it's his birthday?
His
Oh,
birthday
Jack!
today.
He didn't even say anything. Let me do this. Happy Nana's birthday to UK Jack from Modesto, California. Happy birthday, Nana style. Dear Jack, happy birthday, Big Jack. I know you have a birthday. David, thanks for alerting me to
Thank you
that.
so much. And shout out to David, man. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate that.
Back at you, fam.
No worries, man.
All right, guys. We'll talk later on in the week. I'm not sure yet.
Have a great one and catch you on Friday.
You too, Dave. All right, fam.
Have a good one, everyone.
There he goes. UK David. Hey, Clarence.
Ronbo.
Clarence. Come on in, Clarence.
Hello, sir. How are you?
We're in here gloating and talking trash about the best team in the NFL. And you know what? You can go outside the 49ers circle to hear that sentiment being passed around. Even Joy Taylor of Speak. Joy hates the 49ers. She's even conceded the fact. I loved it. Shady McCoy. Yeah. 49ers is the best team in football, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why. And he goes into this long dissertation. He says, well, what is going on? Even Skip Bayless is starting to kowtow. Whoa. Well, to a degree. He still thinks the Cowboys are going to beat us.
Right, yeah. And, Sherm is,
Sherm's
keeping him in his place.
All over him, isn't he? Like a cheap suit. God. I think Skip gave him a few days off.
But of course,
I think he told him to just stay off the show for a bit because he's been gone for a while. But go ahead.
Right. Since we're talking about people, well, there's good old Nick Wright still ain't giving Purdy his props, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Did you watch today's Mahomes Mountain?
He's getting a lot of grief for that, isn't he?
Yeah. Did you see how in the graphic they got Debo and McCaffrey now on the mountain pulling Purdy up.
So they can do that. Fine. I have no problem.
And the thing with that, this is my thing regarding the pundits, regarding the talking heads and things like that. Whatever's whatever. I don't care what they think of Purdy or our team. Our team is number one across the land. That's a given. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
Because we've beaten the two other top teams in the NFC by wide margins. Huge. By the same score of 42. So there's they got nothing. Those folks got nothing to say. All right, so the Cowboys can be quiet until they decide that they want to meet us in the playoffs. Philly can be quiet. I don't care. They had a tough stretch. A long gauntlet of games. That's fine. Big deal. You play who you play. Just like the Cowboys hadn't really played anybody till they played Philadelphia this last week. They've been playing under 500 teams. They've been
and the Hawks don't count.
Playing the JV squads.
Yeah.
And things like that. Yeah. And then obviously there's the Seahawks too. They played. But they were playing. They weren't playing.
Any high caliber team.
Let's say, I guess. Yeah, high caliber teams. Well, like I said, their gauntlet is coming now because they got Buffalo and they got Miami. Although Miami didn't look great on Monday, but and I think for Miami that's a toughness issue that they've got to have. And I think what the Titans showed yesterday, if you pressure Tua, if you get him off his spot,
And double team
not that
Tyreek.
great of a scrambler.
Yeah.
And he's not that great of a scrambler because of his broken hip or something like that, shattered hip. I can't remember what happened.
He had
to him.
that coming into the
And he
league.
doesn't have
Is
as
that
much
still
mobility.
bothering him? I didn't even know that. Yeah.
I'll pair him, well, it's probably going to bother him for, a good while just because.
It's probably a lifetime thing if it's still bugging him. He's been in the league for 3 years.
Yeah.
Right?
But like I said, as far as Purdy and his MVP candidacy, does he deserve it? Yes. But the only MVP I want Purdy to win is Super Bowl MVP. So that's the only one that really counts as far as.
But Clarence, if they give it to Dak, true. But if they give it to Dak, I'm going to be a little pissed off. Yeah, come on, man. Dak hasn't proven anything. He hasn't played anybody. He's played a couple of teams.
I would rather see Tyreek or CMC win MVP before I see Dak win MVP. How about that?
That's going to piss everybody
off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Outside the Dallas realm, nobody's going to accept that.
Right, exactly. And then as far as this week is just a another business
Stepping
trip.
stone. Yeah.
Just go take care of your business. Go handle your business this week. You already accomplished the first task. Get to the playoffs. If you win this week, you accomplish the next task, which is win your division. And then from there, it's time just to solidify. And then the next step is to solidify the number one seats. You get the bye, you get the rest, all your guys,
and stay home.
And then from there,
sleep in your own bed.
And stay home, rest at home, everything else. And then from there, it's all about focus. And, the next, let's see, that would be 7, 14, 21, the next 28 days is what you're focusing on.
Yeah.
28 days from
Vegas.
Exactly. 28 days to Vegas, exactly. So, 28 days to a championship.
God, what a great place to lift that Lombardi.
I know,
Clarence,
right?
We're going to run out of time.
No time, right?
Great stuff, though, Clarence. I'm gonna look for you this somewhere between Thursday and Friday. We'll see.
Yeah. Chill Pills did definitely have a good idea.
Raider football. There is no Raider football this year.
Thursday night instead of watching the Raiders. Man, poor Raiders. Good Lord.
I thought that kid. What's his name? Ian something like that. I thought he was better than that. What? O'Connell.
Remember when we played him in the preseason? He looked pretty good.
Yeah, well, he looked pretty good the last few weeks. I don't know what happened to him. Since when is that defense? I don't know. That's the Raiders got a problem. They looked good for 2 or 3 weeks after they got rid of McDonald and made Jimmy sit down.
I think Crosby's tired.
Yeah, the whole team. Tired of losing.
Tired in the sense of just mentally exhausted of losing.
Absolutely. Clarence, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna see you this weekend somewhere between Thursday and Friday. Have a great night. All right.
Take it easy. God bless. Bye-bye.
You too. Thanks, Clarence. Yo, Michael.
Ronbo, how's your night doing, buddy?
Michael's going great. Being a 49er fan, it's every day, every
moment. Oh, happy being number
special.
1 seed. Oh, I'm blessed. I'm blessed being the number 1 seed.
And the people we beat this year, how exciting is that?
Oh, beating brutal.
Right?
That.
Not just beat them, trounced them.
I mean, we beat the top 2 teams. He blew them out. Eagles and Cowboys. He blew the pants off them.
God.
They didn't have anything left on them.
That's why the Eagles couldn't play. They just got to go into the 49ers.
That's why, like I said, I'm not afraid of Arizona this week. Arizona, we can rest everybody. Maybe we can put all the second strings and let them play a full game.
We'll wait till the second half. Let's get a lead first.
In the second half, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, get a nice lead, and like my friend was saying, he's hoping that the Seahawks beat the Eagles this weekend. He's hoping that the Seahawks could beat them.
No, they're not going to do it.
And if the Cowboys,
you know what? I said that about the Cowboys too. So maybe I could be wrong again. And if the Cowboys lose, if the Eagles lose to the Hawks, I will give Gene D and company. I'll give them a bow. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to tell you something, Ronbo. I'm going to tell you something. Okay, just say for example, all right, if the Cowboys and Eagles lose this weekend and we win, all right,
at least with the Baltimore game, even if we win or lose, we're still number 1 seed.
Yep.
If you look at it.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. So, but I hope not. I just want to go right through the whole division and win them all. Win everything.
You know, it's too late to beat the 49ers now. They're not going to beat you. I mean, they're not going to let anybody beat them.
No, they're on fire. The only one that can stop the 49ers probably not even the California Fire Department, but I don't think they can stop them. They're too hot. They're too hot, man. They're on fire with CMC, Birdie, and all them. They're on fire. You're not going to.
I got a feeling the Ravens are in trouble too. 49ers are already looking
I'm not
bad.
afraid of Baltimore. I think we're going to beat Baltimore the same way we beat the Eagles.
And Cowboys. Every team that's been good. That's what we did to them.
Yep. I hope, and we don't know. Maybe Lamar Jackson could be hurt that week. You don't know. He's been having issues. You know, he's been questionable a couple of times. Maybe we'll be lucky. He'll get hurt.
Yeah, I don't want him to get hurt.
Who's their backup quarterback? I don't even know who their backup quarterback is.
What does that tell you? He can't be too good. You know what? I want him out there, though, because that way people won't say, man, you beat the Baltimore Ravens without Lamar, and now you're talking trash. Mm-hmm. Well, that wasn't our fault.
And if we beat now, and when I saw Mahomes, like you see Mahomes' brother on top trying to hit on Mr. Taylor Swift. He was trying to show off on Taylor Swift.
Wait, whose brother?
Mahomes' brother was on the, I think it was last week. Yeah, he was on the bench.
Wait, he was attempting
he was at the game
to get Taylor's attention?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was giving her high five and hugs. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna he's a troublemaker. No, I heard he's a troublemaker.
I didn't know about this.
He got criminal records. Yeah.
Really? I do know that Mahomes and Travis are having some problems about the. He let it leak out that they were getting married.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's because of Taylor Swift and Mahomes' brother. Yep. Something's gonna happen. I can smell a Mahomes. He's gonna do something. Yeah. And then the tight end might say, "You know what? Screw it. I'm leaving." And maybe he'll go to Philadelphia and be with his brother.
Oh.
You better watch out. Mahomes could screw it up. So that's what my friend was thinking.
Damn. The drama's building all because of Taylor.
Drama's building with Taylor Swift. Oh, yeah, Mahomes. I think, they better watch it. Kelsey might get a bye-bye and go end up joining the Eagles with his brother.
How many years left on his contract?
And the Eagles need a tight end. That's a good question. And I tell you this, I would love to see him go to Philadelphia and be with his brother. Maybe they could win a Super Bowl together for the last time before. No, not now, but in the future. Win one more just for them as a brother, sibling, and that's it. Maybe I don't care.
He can come to San Francisco if he wants to, and we have the greatest two tight end combo in NFL history.
We'll be favored for years. Man.
Woo! Damn!
We'll be favorites for years. Forget about it. We'll be winning Super Bowls left and right.
And George is not greedy.
Out there.
Yeah, he'll let it. Yeah.
Kelsey and Kittle, the 2 Ks together, the knockouts.
And Debo and
2
B.A.
Kelsey and
you can't
Kittle.
have them all, though. Can't. That's too much money.
No, you can't. It costs them too much. Let them go to Philadelphia. Let them go somewhere, Because
I'm just dreaming. He ain't coming to San Francisco.
Will destroy the team. Yeah. It's all right. I just can't wait. Now, you said, what's the spread this weekend? You said 13 or 12?
It's double digit. I know that. I heard it. I forgot how high it actually was.
I think it's 12. I think you might be right. 12.
Somewhere between 12.
11 again. I think it's 12. Yeah, we'll be 12. We're going to blow them out. We're going to blow the Cards out.
You can't be 32nd in pass defense against the 49ers. You'll be butchered.
Now, we beat the Cardinals Sunday, and if we beat Baltimore, we swept the birds. We kill them all. We feast them all. There'll be no birds left. God. They'll be naked. All the birds will be gone.
There's nothing worse than a
all the birds will be gone. And Giants, Eastern Eagles, better watch out. Giants could be a sleeper. They could split the series.
Hey,
the Giants and Eagles could split.
Keep an eye on DeVito.
Tommy DeVito.
I like him.
Tommy DeVito is good.
His name is Tommy?
Illinois quarterback, yep.
But he fits right into New York City.
He's Italian, too.
Yes, he fits right into New York City. He's got that name.
Yes, he's a Paisano. He's Italian. Yep.
Yeah. I love it.
He might be the next quarterback for the Giants, maybe. He might be another one that could be,
Because Danny Dimes they're doing fine without him,
Mm-hmm.
It costs way less money. Hey, fam, we got to go.
How about the Alpha Thing beat? Yeah, all right, buddy. I'll see you, Thursday or Friday?
Yeah, one or the other, for
all
sure.
Right. All right. Sporting Empire. All right.
Thanks, fam. Tommy DeVito, Marketing Pro says, people, I've heard that before. Not only Marketing Pro, saying Tommy DeVito is, first of all, he's the New York Giants version of Brock Purdy, but better. And Market Pro backs that up. Brock can't get no respect. He's like Rodney Dangerfield of football. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Ronbo.
Tony,
can you hear me?
I can hear you
all right today?
I can hear you. Great. No sounds going on or anything. It's perfect. It's normal Tony. And Tony, as you know, Brock is for 15 going into week 15, and Brock is still considered a game manager. That he's supported by a cast that carries him. That his dinking and dunking is the only reason why he's surviving. You know the untruths. Tony, take on some of these things. In your assessment of one of the best football teams, probably the decade.
If he's dinking and dunking, Ronbo,
there's long dinks,
which is what Montana used to do, which is what Patrick Mahomes did in those Super Bowl wins and every other quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Then why has he got the highest rating for the most accurate deep balls?
Got me.
Yeah. Can you remember how many of them he's missed? I can't even think of one.
Yeah, one here.
Maybe one or two.
And it probably wasn't his fault. So, yeah.
You know? So he's got the highest rating of accuracy for throwing deep balls, and he's still a dinking and dunk. I told you before, Ronbo, these people are retarded.
Mm-hmm. And they're getting paid to stand there and make those kind of statements.
That's right. They're getting paid to stand there and look like a bunch of morons.
And they do.
I mean, I would just. Well, it suits them. You know what I mean? What's her name? What's that lady's name?
Joy Taylor. Joy came across
Taylor.
She said something, a backhanded compliment, but she said it. She actually had to. She had to.
You know, I mean,
yeah, clean.
Joy's good at taking her clothes off and taking selfies of herself in bikinis and showing a big mammary gland and a big ass.
She looks
Stick
good,
to that, Joy. You're good at it. You probably make more money doing that than talking shit about Brock Purdy.
Well, you know, that's why I enjoyed the show yesterday when she had to come across and say, and she finally says, I'm not saying the 49ers aren't good. You can tell it was killing her to say it. I said, Joy, would you please just call it like it is? You know he's good, and the 49ers are good.
Yeah.
But I still want to see him play against the Ravens. Oh, Joy.
Yeah. God. It's always It's always one. It's always one more. It's always one more of this and one more of that.
There's always conditions.
You know, even I'm telling you, Ronbo, even if we win the Lombardi, there's still going to be an excuse. It's either going to be, Carl Shanahan's system.
Yep.
What, there's no other coaches in the league
that have a system?
What do they do?
Yeah. They're out to play backyard football.
What do they
do?
Yeah. There's no other coaches in the league like Andy Reid. Look at Mahomes. He's short of a few good players, and he's still playing good football, but they don't have the guys that we do. So it makes him look bad. Doesn't mean that he's a bad quarterback. Every quarterback needs firepower.
Exactly. And I use him for an example all the time, as you do, Tony. Don't tell me a quarterback can go out there and carry a team without any players. Tom Brady got mad at his guys, and this misguided anger that Mahomes is showing, he should be over in Tony's locker sitting down waiting for him. Let me talk to you, man, because, I love you, man, but, you're killing me out here. I'm going to tell him, you're missing the ball. And literally, you're dropping the ball.
Team? What's the shittiest team in the league? It's a very easy way to do it.
Raiders?
Put the best quarterback on the shittiest team in the league, and there's your answer. You will see that
Chargers?
No quarterback can carry the team. Yes, he can carry the team minus one or two players. And you get some mediocre dudes in from the rotation off the practice squad. Yes, you can still win games. That's called carrying the team. But having pure skill and being born with it and winning week in, week out by huge margins and beating the best teams in the competition, I can't see how you can turn around and say the bloke's no good.
Yeah.
He's beaten the best. What else? There's no more better. Who else is he supposed to beat?
That's what Bruce said on
put a team
speak.
together?
And say, yeah, Tony, when you say with an attitude, what else does he have to do? Bro, thank you. That's my same emotion. What else does he have to do for you people to get up off him and give him some respect? They won't do it.
But, more importantly, I think Kyle should start rotating players in and out now, giving guys a rest like Christian McCaffrey, focusing on the pointy end of the season.
Yeah.
There's a few more games to go. Rotate these boys in and out because if anything happens down the line, they're going to need the experience. And we need them to play with a little bit of experience. We don't need them all rusty and, it's the Super Bowl and now you've got to put them on the field. No, rotate them in and out. Get all these boys up to speed.
Yeah.
Practice squad, wherever the hell they are, D-line, O-line, and, give the other boys a rest. Yeah. You can play them, but you don't have to play them the whole game.
No.
Because God forbid, Ronbo, you know yourself, if we lose Trent Williams just before the Super Bowl or something like that, you see what I mean?
Because he will have these little tweaks here and there that just come up out of nowhere. And can you imagine, like you're saying, in FCCG, like when we played the Rams, who still think they beat the 49ers, Trent was dragging an ankle, was just dangling off his leg. And of course that helped him.
He was playing on one leg. He was playing on one leg, Ronbo. But we need to rest these guys now as much as we can. You get an insurmountable lead, take them off the field, put the other guys on, hit the showers early, boys. Don't worry about it.
Get treatment.
It's under control. Yeah, get them more massages, more treatment, more everything.
That's right. That's it. Tony, we're going to go. I'm going to tell you what, truth has been told, as always, coming out of your house. Tell you what, or out of your truck, or wherever you are right now. Hey, I'll be back looking for you this weekend, though. All right?
All right, brother. What day are you coming back?
I'm not sure yet. Actually, Phil made a good point about Thursday. We'll see. As I tell you.
All right, brother.
It's on Thursday Night Football. All right, Phil.
No worries.
Appreciate you, Tony.
All right. Shout out to the usual suspects, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Looking forward to it. Cheers, Tony.
Cheers, mate.
There he goes. Tony representing laying down under in huge fashion. Hey, Evan!
Ronbo, how's your night?
Evan, being a 49er fan now makes every day blissful. You know, whatever problems you got or worries or concerns, you just think about the Niners, and all of a sudden your whole body just lights up with joy. I'm telling you, did I say joy? Not as in Taylor, but in a good joy. I love it. What are you thinking, man? Think about all the things that happened and some of the things that have been said about the 49ers in the last 24 hours since that game, and Brock Purdy's still taking heat. And we played a sloppy game and still won. That should send a message to the rest of the NFL. You're in trouble, fellas. You're in real trouble, because when it comes time for the money game, like it was against the Dallas Cowboys, the Eagles over in Philly, Lamar Jackson, I'm telling you, I feel sorry for them before the game even starts. But what are you thinking?
Well, Ronbo, there's a few points I wanted to make tonight. First of all, those talking heads, they're just there for entertainment, not information. They don't know their heads from their asses.
And to stir things up.
Cam Newton saying what he said, let's remember he got benched for Mac Jones.
Thank you.
So he has no place to talk.
Strange.
I borderline think he might have CTE from the outfits he'd be wearing too.
Could be. He got hit hard in that Super Bowl in San Francisco. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a different conversation. And then secondly, why everyone's mad, Ronbo? What have they been saying for years about the 49ers, about this roster? They're a quarterback away from being unstoppable.
Dominant. Yeah.
And the rest of the league is now put on notice, and they don't know how to handle it.
Yep.
So the truth is that Brock, he unlocks our offense.
Yep. And adds to that.
Right, yeah, because I'm not a Jimmy hater, but, we'd get a 10-point lead, in games, and then it would be we're trying to hold on for dear life for that 10-point lead.
But remember though, Jimmy listened to Kyle. Brock doesn't always. That's where Jimmy screwed up.
But that's the other thing, Ronbo. Brock can improvise in a play,
and it's not afraid to.
Yeah.
I mean, he's calling audibles. I mean, Jimmy, the rest of the guys, hey, never even thought about audible. So yeah, I love Brock. I really do.
Even going into a game, Ronbo, like you knew Jimmy was good for one pick.
Yeah, well, he went a few weeks ago.
And most of it was because he was flushed from the pocket and trying to make a play. Trying to be a little bit of a hero. But that's the past. I'm not here to bag on Jimmy. I like Jimmy, so. But we control our destiny now, so we don't need anybody's help to get and stay in the number 1 seed from here on out. They just got to put their heads down, take every team serious, because every team is
going to be
from here on out. Yep. Everyone we play, it's their Super Bowl. Because the last week of the season, the Rams, they will probably be playing for nothing but pride, and they would love us to be in a situation where they can take the number 1 seed away from us.
Oh God, yes. No, the Rams they're going to be guns blazing. They're definitely going to play the 49ers as hard as they can.
Yeah.
I mean, when you've lost for how many years?
Same with the Cardinals. James Conner is still pissed about whatever happened between him and Hufanga, so he's going to be playing hard. Yeah. Kyler is going to be, Kyler. He's going to do Kyler things.
And was embarrassed in Mexico. I mean, Kyler, you could see him in the stands. He was pissed. I mean, the fans are yelling everything about the 49ers. They're yelling Jimmy's name. They're yelling Niners. Nobody's saying anything about Kyler. And we're just tearing them up. So you're right. Kyler's probably he's got a vendetta on mind. He really does.
Yeah. And Ronbo, keep your blood pressure down on Sunday. This game is going to look a lot like last week's game. Just
sloppy play? Nah. I think the Niners got scared.
Not sloppy, but they're going to hang with us for a half, maybe 3/4. So
no, I'm prepared for that.
Not going to be.
I still know they're going to win, but I think they do have a problem getting fired up unless it's really a big game. Because what they did to the Cowboys and Eagles, I did not see that coming. So they get into a mindset. They really buckle down.
Well, it's two things, Ronbo. They got to play every game of the rest of the season like it's a big game. And, I was kind of skeptical on believing this theory until I've been seeing it, but I think Kyle really does hold back until the big games. And even Debo does. And he's admitted it. Debo's admitted it. He hits an extra gear in big games.
Mm-hmm.
Like even he admitted on that play that Brock hit him. He's like, I was the 4th read, so I was jogging. Those words came from his mouth.
I saw him. Yeah.
So
I don't want him doing that anymore.
No, they need to take the rest of the season. Every game is a big game from here on out.
This team's reached a maturity level now. That's why I say. That's why I know they know what they have to do in order to win. So, like you're talking about Debo, all these guys are polished pros now. So they can toy with teams like we just watched. I don't want them toying with the Cardinals, though. I agree. God.
Yeah, we just need to get after it, and like Tony and the rest of the callers have been saying, if we can get a lead in the third, and
sit
let the guys rest.
Yeah.
If we can do that 3 out of the 4 games, that's almost a game where you're resting your guys. That's like an extra bye week almost.
And play the Rams with the second strings. Let Sam Darnold and company come on out there, and if they beat the Rams, oh my God, that'll give me a rush to the rest of the year.
It's gonna be a tough race, Ronbo, because the Eagles got a pretty soft schedule the rest of the way, and then the Cowboys, they got the Dolphins and the Bills, but what are the Dolphins now?
It's a 2-team race. The Cowboys going down. We got to go, Evan. But, hey, I'll see you somewhere between Thursday and Friday. I haven't made up my mind yet.
All right, sounds good. Shout out to you, production, Papa D, Ellis, Tony Down Under, and the rest of the crew.
Thanks, Evan. Night, fam. Aaron.
What's up, Ronbo?
Aaron, just being a 49er fan, I feel like I want to have all my clothes tailored. I just want to hold that wardrobe with nothing but red and gold. And you ever seen those wild-looking suits, totally red and gold, 49er emblems all over it and logo? It looks outrageously crazy. It looks like a pair of pajamas cut up into a suit. There's been guys sitting at the football games with those suits on, and I always say that is loud, But that would be so much fun. These guys put you in a place where you just, it's so much fun being a 49er fan as opposed to being a Rams fan or a Hawks fan, wallowing in misery on a daily basis, knowing that we can say they suck and there's nothing they can do about it. I'm done. Aaron, go ahead. I'm just messing with those folks. Aaron, good to see you tonight. What do you think about your team this last game and anything else you want to add to it?
Like I said, shout out to Javon Kinlaw. He's been balling out. Even just Jair Brown, man. I think he had the highest PFF graded
defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Terrence. I'm telling you right now, Jair Brown and Hufanga, that's going to be a tandem next year. Jair's a legitimate ball hawk, as is Hufanga. Ooh.
Yeah, he's a baller though, and let's also props to Diamond Lenore, who put the clamps on DK.
Charles, are you listening, Charles? See, I'm telling you right now, Charles, you're wrong about Demo. He can play. Charles doesn't like him. We talked about this before the season started. Charles wants Demo off this team and Luter Jr. playing every snap. Demo's become the guy around the NFL. Everybody's scared of him. I love it. But go ahead, man.
But he's been stepping up and also the hate just going to hate on Brock Purdy. Like, what else do you want him to do? You want him to throw the ball on the ground, or I don't know.
Did Matt Ryan never got any grief when he was in Atlanta? If you're a quarterback in Kyle Shanahan's system and you're doing well, you're going to get hate. Jimmy got hate. Jimmy got hate from 49er fans, let alone outside fans. And here's Brock, right? Last guy in the draft. He's doing well in Shanahan's system. They immediately go to Shanahan's system that's making him work. So, they're always going to get hated.
Yeah, I guess because, they think, any quarterback can be successful.
Anybody can play.
In this.
Yeah. They don't know about timing routes, cadence, rhythm. They ignore all that. He's in Shanahan's system. That's all we need to know. He's being carried.
Mm.
And plus, the last guy to draft, that doesn't help many. But that's fine. He can hoist that Lombardi and say things like, "How you like me now, boy?" I think Brock's just not like that. I really wish he was a little thuggish. Oh, it'd be so awesome.
Yeah. But he man, he I think he's gonna he's gonna keep proving the haters wrong.
Weekly.
And and also Brandon Ayuk just had his 1,000 yard back to back.
I don't know. He's going to cost a lot of money. You know what kind of offers the 49ers are going to get for him, too? You know how John Lynch is. We'll do anything that's going to help our team get better. We'll listen to offers. No, you're not, John. Stop it. You're going to sign Ayuk, and you're going to keep him and Debo together as long as you can. Damn it. He works well with He works well with Brock. You need to keep him.
Yeah, he and Brock are like the top like duos in the league right now.
I've not looked at that. Is that right?
Yeah, I think they're like top 8.
Who's number 1 and 2? I mean, who's the top tandem? Because it's not Mahomes.
I think it's
Tyreek.
It's Tua and
Tua and Tyreek. That's got to be the number 1 duo. Because Tyreek, people think he should be actually considered an MVP. Who's next? Sting, Allen,
I guess you Diggs maybe. I mean, maybe Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. So, you know.
Oh. There you go. Is AJ doing better?
Yeah.
You know what? You're right though. It's top 5 somewhere. So we've needed this kind of combination for a long time. And Brandon Ayuk has come into his own the last 2 years, right? Debo was always Debo, but we never had a number 2 guy. Now we do. As soon as Ayuk got drafted, he had his year with Ken Shanahan, and then next year. So that's what I'm saying. The maturity level of this offense is why they're beating teams to death. Everybody's battle-tested and hardened. There's no rookieism out there at all now. George Kittle's George Kittle with all that other help. And then McCaffrey to the mix. Oh, God, I love this team. Whew. Hey,
but
Aaron, I'm sorry, you know what? We got to go. I didn't see the clock ticked out. Hey, I will see you either Thursday or Friday. Be looking for you, all right?
All right, Ronbo.
Mahomes and Kelsey. We did forget about them, though. Yeah. Thanks, Gabriel. Yeah. So we're still top 5, though. All right, fam. See you this weekend. Somewhere toward the weekend. All right. Appreciate it. Matt E.S. Matty.
Yeah, buddy.
Matty, we're sitting there going over some of the things. We're looking at the 49ers' performance this past weekend, and some people think it wasn't it was sloppy. It was below the 49ers standard for me. That's why I called it. The 49ers sort of squeezed by that game. But they squeezed by, and that shows you how dominant they are. They can clown around, miss tackles, drop passes, and get an INT, and still demolish the team. I love it. And I know you love it. Maddie's up around where
Cowboys when we see them again.
Oh, I know. Maddie's up around the area where Seahawks fans are running around, and there's Maddie with that red cap on. I'm sure he's getting those second. Looks like. Hey, you from San Francisco?
Oh, yeah. I got some nice beanies, too.
Maddie, talk to me about this, man. Talk to me about the guys on this team. What are you feeling?
Oh, I feel like we got a solid thing going on. I was going to talk to you a little bit about that DK little incident because, at first they were showing, like, the helmet pulling and stuff. But I kind of realized after a minute, like, why he was so upset with Fred Warner, because I don't know if you saw, like, right before that, but they were both on the ground, and it looked like Fred Warner just kind of pushed him back into the ground as he was getting up, and I was like, I'd be
Fred's
kind of
famous for that,
man.
I forgot about that.
I'm like, man, I think it was just, you would think that would be enough of an infraction to be a penalty, but I mean, I don't want one on us, but I was just like, man, I probably would have been a little upset. But DK's a hothead, man.
No, it's too easy to get him going. So he deserves.
Oh, it is.
If he can't calm down, even if Fred did do that, you don't need to get up and go nuts. There's rules out here, man. You can't just start fighting. God.
They showed him slam his helmet into the backside of the bench there. You know how they have those little what are they, like little helmet dryers or something like that? I don't know if they blow air in there. He broke that thing right off.
Right, I saw it. And he just sat down and started talking to people to his right. Nobody looked at him. They kept looking straight ahead. Because he was a madman. Yeah. He's scary.
You just don't want to get sucked into the drama even when you're on his team.
Yeah. God. And the coach didn't think he wasn't amused either. Did you see the camera shot over on Carroll talking to him? And it looked serious.
Oh yeah. They're just kind of melting down. I don't know. I think Drew Lock was better than I thought he would be.
Hey, I said so the whole game. I said, you know what? He's more trouble than Geno. He's out there getting free. He's rolling out. He's giving himself space. They just couldn't make the plays. Yep. But he was in a good position to make plays.
Well, it was a good I think it was good on him because, it kind of gives everybody a little bit of a look at what he's got. So I think it's kind of like
get a job,
a mini job interview. Yeah. So good for him, man. Good for him. I mean, he's playing a pretty tough team, and to do what he did, even on a small scale, I think shows maybe what somebody else would be able to do with him. Yeah. So I don't know.
Who needs a start? He'll only be considered a backup though. Most teams have their starter, and they're not going to go after him.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate.
No, not unless they're in real dire need.
Yeah. And I think the Hawks would ask for a lot for him. So
you guys have been talking too. I mean, we've been talking about it for a while, man. But it's like I like the idea of putting the whole NFL on notice. Like Homeboy said, we got the team. We just need a quarterback. It's like now they don't want to admit it.
Yeah. Yeah, right? They just can't go along with it. Okay, well, you guys been saying this for how long? All right? So now you can't pick on a quarterback, and we're winning games, and you still refuse to yield.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm just sick of it, dude. And I just have a feeling it's just not going to end. The only thing that's going to shut them up is if we go to the Super Bowl and we win it. Yeah. Even if we go to the Super Bowl, I think unless he really shits his pants there, I think they still have to give him credit.
No, they're probably already ready. Yeah, Matty, I guarantee they're ready. Well, you know what? He was carried to the Super Bowl. He was carried to the Super Bowl. It's nothing we didn't expect. You need to be whipped. You need to be out in public whipped.
Yes. Yeah, geez. I could totally hear that right now. I could hear him.
Oh, yeah.
Especially Nick Wright.
Oh, Nick will never admit because he'll lose face.
Oh, yeah, he will. He needs to cut his hair.
Well, he needs to do a lot of things. He needs to shut the hell up. And you know what?
Wrap it around his face.
Wouldn't you find a way, even like Shady, just admit it, move on, and make observations on other things.
Shady doesn't want to admit anything.
But he did. He said he hated it.
I can't remember the other guy's name. He's the only one out of those three that'll give him any credit.
Yeah. Acho. Acho's been on the 49ers wagon for a long time, too. He's believed in 49ers for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joy Taylor, though, she can't stand it. She refuses to fully engage and say anything positive.
I just look at her. I'm like, just go make me a sandwich and let the guys talk football.
Well, we can't get misogynistic, but still.
Even though I don't mean that all the way.
It.
I know this.
So she really should.
I'm just being.
I know.
Yeah, ham and turkey.
Yeah, I do like that. and an American cheese. I hate to admit it, but it tastes great with American cheese. American cheese is not really cheese.
Have a little Seahawks milk.
Maddie, we gotta go.
All right, brother.
I'll see
you
you
gonna be back Friday?
Thursday. Yeah, maybe. For sure Friday.
All right.
Maybe Thursday. All right. Be
Okay, buddy.
Right.
Maybe Thursday.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, brother.
There's no game on Thursday night.
All right, buddy.
Night, Maddie.
No. All right, buddy.
Anyway, hey, Anderson.
What's going on, Ronbo, man?
Anderson, being cool as can be when you walk out the house with that cap on your head, even if you're wearing a three-piece suit. You know what I'm saying? It just feels fun. You're looking around, waiting for somebody to look at you. What?
Can't say nothing. And I've been saying it all season. Watch me get the number one seed. And then I got my crazy ass piece, man. You know, Ronbo.
Yeah.
These goddamn Cowboy fans down there, they just don't understand football.
They never will. I know.
I'm like this. Y'all gonna lose your next two games on the road, and then you gonna have some players sick. Cause see, your schedule's kind of setting you up. You going into the freezing cold of Buffalo, to turn around and go right back to Miami. Some of them boys gonna get sick.
You know, them conditions, weather conditions like that. And then they're going to drop to the 5th seed.
Rushing into that weather like that fast, they're going to get sick. And then I'm like this, you're going to find out how good you is because Buffalo going to beat your ass from the past.
Yeah.
The blast from the past will kick your ass.
There's physical as Cowboys.
Yep, in Miami, Tyreek Hill should be back. Shit, don't carve them up. All that, cause through the middle, they sorry.
Yeah.
It's like the Eagles. They through the middle, they sorry. NFC, that's why they're the NFC least. That's the sorriest division. I don't know why they think they so good.
I don't understand either.
They trash. We proved to them that the Eagles didn't belong.
Right. I mean, they win it. Who was that to win it bland on every play? They
did what?
Who was that to win it bland? You know, their 6-time record-setting cornerback. Who was that went at bland on every play? That wasn't the Eagles, though. Was it?
Nah.
Who did the Cowboys play the week before? Oh, it was the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Seahawks.
Yeah, the Hawks went. Geno went at bland on every play. Game. Bland finally got him, but all day long, that's all the DK did. Went toward Bland.
Yeah. Shoot, they should have won that game, but oh well, they didn't. But we finna just, man. It's like my uncle said. He a Cowboy fan. He said here, if the 49ers beat the Cowboys here, they going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you goddamn right.
You know, it's looking that way now.
Team. Yep.
And they're so good. They're out there ad-libbing. I never thought I'd see the day on a Kyle Shanahan team when the 49ers offense is ad-libbing. There are times they go away from whatever Kyle's talking about on the sideline, and they're doing what they think is best. That's when you know a team has matured. Now they're ready.
Yep.
And I said the Super Bowl 2019, I said, guys, I don't know if they got the maturity to go to the Super Bowl. I didn't know they were going to get to the Super Bowl. And when they got there, I was still a little worried. And sure enough, maturity finally showed up, or immaturity. But now, ain't no immaturity with that team. None.
And then you know the other thing, look how I was always advocating for Javon Kinlaw, boy showing up. I always told you he was always in the backfield more than anybody else.
Yep.
And then in the Eagles game, I remember watching everybody on the sideline, how they walked through them. They was all on the outside of the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Javon Kinlaw walked on the inside of the sideline and bumped into who was that, number 17?
Yep.
He bumped that motherfucker.
Kinlaw, man, what you gonna do? Yeah, that's a big dude. Even DK ain't gonna mess with Kinlaw. That'd be a mistake because Kinlaw might be as crazy as DK.
And then I like the fact that we got Logan Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh man, he gonna fit so good. That man,
49ers
that
are backing
backfield is gonna be. Oh yeah, that backfield is gonna be no fly zone.
And these dudes are playing on the practice squad. They don't care. I just want to be a part of this, right?
Yep.
Man.
It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be beautiful.
All the veterans.
The Ravens. Oh, they gonna love it. They gonna be there. They gonna be there. As for the Ravens, man, we can beat them. Come on, man. They almost lost to the Rams at home. The stupid ass Rams. Them dumbasses didn't kick a field goal. They would have won. That's all they had to do because the Ravens already went down the field. So shit, next score win. They dumb as hell.
But you know what I worry about with that, fam? But if you're the Ravens, do you take the Rams seriously? Ravens just woke up suddenly. Man, we got to play this game. You know that, don't you? They will kick our ass. You know, I think they had a moment when we can't chill out, y'all, if you want to win this game. Because that run back on that return, come on now. How in the world did y'all let that happen?
Yeah. Hey. Well, they the same old sorry ass Rams.
Well, Ravens didn't know that.
Expected.
Until the end of the game.
Though, but see, you got to remember, since they got to come to us, we gonna destroy them.
Yeah,
we gonna destroy them. That's the whole thing. Don't nobody want to come play us. So when we say, man, we holding that Lombardi this year.
I can't. Who's gonna beat that team? I mean, they're beat hell out of the best teams, supposedly, otherwise. I mean, beat hell out of them. And then just beat them, wore them out. They couldn't wait till we left.
Destroyed them. And I got, and it had this Eagle fan, this girl talking noise on Facebook, and I had put some Purdy memes on there and cussed her out. She got me blocked for about 7 days. Got me blocked for 7 days. I say that motherfucker. She recorded my shit. And then she gonna hit me a secret message talking about don't be doing that shit, harassing me. I say, girl, you just sorry. Just like you hurt just like Jalen. Shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Anderson ain't been no slack. Anderson, we gotta go, fam. Look, I'll see you Thursday or Friday. I ain't been on mine. I might not be able to make it Friday, but we'll see. Good to hear from you, fam. Always fun to talk to you.
Purdy, boom by yay, Purdy, boom by yay, Purdy, boom by yay.
I love it.
I read it. Now the Empire.
Yeah. Larry Anderson. Oh, Bethel.
Hey, Ronbo.
Now, Bethel, being a 49er fan is in full celebration all the time. They've given us a lot of great moments between last year and this year. And it continues on. I tell you, man. 49ers, all the PFF scores looking good. Even McKivitz wasn't bad. And our new right guard, we're looking good. The depth is as a first. You gonna answer that?
No, they can wait.
But Bethel, the thing is, all that depth those guys built up, it's all working. Look at our little rookie, Jair Brown. They drafted him, put him over here to watch and learn, and all of a sudden his time came, and he's doing a great job. I'm telling you, and look at, are you going to sign Javon Kinlaw? He's playing great football right now. I'm telling you right now, I love when a great plan comes into fruition. God.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is that we do what we do is we make good players. We don't go and find a lot of great players.
Rams.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And when it comes for the contract, we'll give them a decent contract, and
we just make
they're gonna want to prove something, and make better players play great. So and it's kind of funny because I was talking to a coworker of mine. He's a Raiders fan, and I'm all like, "Hey, what happened? Why you couldn't score nothing?" He's all like,
"What'd he say?"
He didn't know what to say, and the only thing he said, "You guys can't win a Super Bowl." I'm all like, "Well, we always make it to the playoffs, but you can't win a Super Bowl." That was his only excuse.
That's all of them do that. Hey, and Bethel, are you also hearing, y'all ain't won it for 30 years? Every time somebody says that, it's somebody else who hasn't won it either that time or longer.
Yeah.
Or they've won one, or like the Rams, they've won two in over 16 years. How do you fix your mouth to say anything about any team in the NFL? But they do. That's what they do.
Yeah, and the funny part is that I'm not a Raiders fan, but I gave him a school lesson that he didn't even know this. And he's a Raiders fan. I go, "You guys had a Mexican quarterback win a Super Bowl."
Yep.
They're like, "No, we didn't."
Plunk it.
I'm like, "Look
He
it
didn't
up
know.
right here." And he didn't even know, and he's a Raiders fan.
Bandwagon.
I'm all like,
hey, you should ask him, who'd you root for before you rooted for the Raiders? Is he over 25 years old? How old is this dude?
Yeah,
How do you
he
not know?
actually is.
How do you not know who Plunkett is? Plunkett's a Bay Area boy that everybody talks about, even if you're not a Raider fan.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. And, and another funny thing is that if you look at the stats of Tua and you look at the stats of Brock Purdy, they're almost even. The only thing that Brock Purdy has some good things and Tua has some good things. But Brock Purdy, when they blitz him or they, under pressure, he's the fifth he's the 5th one in the NFL, ranked 5th, and Tua's ranked 27.
Right? Tua's like every other quarterback. When they get pressured, beat up, they crumble.
Yeah.
Brock thrives
do.
on that. He's like Aaron. He's gonna be like Aaron Rodgers. You don't blitz Aaron Rodgers. He will fry you like a piece of bacon. Brock's getting the same way.
Yes, he is. You know, he's just a smart dude, and he knows what to do when he has to do it, because that's how Aaron Rodgers is. You know, he'll
please blitz me. Yeah. This ball will be out. You'll see it whistling past your ear 5 minutes before you get to me. Okay, with a receiver walking down the field. You guys left him unguarded, idiots.
Yeah, and I go, and then plus, remember Tom Brady, when he didn't have receivers that didn't know what they were doing. Remember, he will chew them out and say, "Hey, why you want you at that spot?"
I know.
Because then you make Tom Brady look stupid.
That's right. If your receivers aren't good, I don't care how good the quarterback is. Well, a good quarterback can make a mediocre receiver look good. Bullshit. What? No. Because we went through that.
No.
We had a mediocre receiving core, and we look like it in the scoreboard. And so, no, that doesn't work. Ask Brady. Ask Mahomes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of quarterbacks that go through that. It doesn't work. They've got to know what they're doing out
that's
there.
That's why he went to Tampa, and he got some right receivers. He got he got an all-star team in back of him. So,
he didn't have to work that hard that year, in fact. It was funny.
And the funny part about it is that he's crying that the league is changing because they're not letting people play, but he's the one who started it.
I know, right?
It's his fault.
Way back
that
with the
league
Raiders.
is like that.
What was the tuck rule, Tom? Yeah.
Yep. It's his fault the league is like that.
I know.
And he's complaining
protecting
about
him and other quarterbers.
Yeah.
Poor Joe.
And then
Joe's career would have lasted longer if he wouldn't have been for what they damn near killed Joe. Whoa.
Joe and Steve Young.
Oh, yeah. Young's got a record for concussions.
He does. And another funny thing is that Patrick Mahomes and his coach are complaining about the referees. Why wasn't he complaining about the referees when Nick Bosa was getting choked and all this stuff in the Super Bowl, getting helped by the referees? He didn't say nothing then.
You never would. No way. You only say those things when you're subject to it. Bethel, we got to go. I'll be looking for you this Thursday or Friday. We'll probably most likely Friday, but anyway. Fam.
All right, whenever you come back, punch the like, and let's have fun with this #1 seed on the line. And players keep on playing tough because we need this #1 seed.
That's right.
Let's go Niners.
They got to take the Cardinals serious, 49ers. Don't get into a hole.
Yes, we do. Because look at what happened yesterday.
It was,
4-18 beat good teams. So be careful.
The big DeVito.
Yep, the big DeVito. He gave us a playoff victory.
Clinched.
Thank you.
First team to do so. Bethel, I'll see you in a couple of days.
All right.
All right, man.
All right. Good night, Ron.
Tommy DeVito. Oh, Jalen. Jim Everett, we have told you about your sexual preference. We're not interested. Stop advertising. You're not going to get any dates on here. I'm sorry, Jalen. Go ahead.
Cardinals, y'all are relevant. Rams, y'all some bombs. Seahawks haven't won a ring in 10 years and counting. Damn it, I know that can't be fun. Ronbo, I told you, Ronbo. Ain't nothing better than that fried Seahawk, Ronbo. You get it. We get it
So
yearly.
many recipes.
We get it yearly. Yeah, man. I told you. But, next week we're going to have some of that good old grilled Cardinal. After that smoked Raven. And then we on to Washington. Ronbo, I don't know how to feel about this Cardinals game, Ronbo. I really don't, because isn't it in Arizona?
Yeah.
I don't know, Ronbo. I really don't. Like,
trap games are a thing. You know, they are.
I just don't want Buddha to hurt George. In fact, let's let George stay out of the way and let Buddha work on Charlie Warner.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I don't think he's playing. I thought he was on the IR.
Buddha?
Yeah, I thought he was on the IR for the year.
I don't remember. I thought Buddha's. I thought he left the team actually.
Nah, I thought earlier this year I heard he had like a knee injury and he was put on the IR.
No, Buddha's trying to get out of playing. He don't want to play over there anymore. You know, players faking. Jalen Ramsey got out of Florida pretending like he was hurt. These guys do that on purpose. But there's nothing wrong with it. He just wants out of Arizona.
Yeah, because Cardinals, they ain't getting nothing done with as far as their organization, Ronbo.
And can you imagine?
I mean, they were. I mean, shit. Ronbo, they were going year 2019, 2020, 2021. They went up year after year. I think they won like 6 games, then they won like 8, and then the next year they made the playoffs. So I mean, Ronbo, to say Kyler Murray hasn't been producing, all of a sudden it's just all of a sudden he got attitude, Ronbo. Yeah. Apparently, all of a sudden he has an attitude. I mean,
well, he got paid before his rookie contract was over. You know, I ain't playing unless y'all reevaluate my contract. What?
Y'all paid that a first-round pick in his 3rd year. That was their fault, Ronbo. They shouldn't have did that. But I mean, he had the leverage, Ronbo. Nobody's showing up to watch anybody else but number one. If we're being real. So he got the leverage. He knows that's his. He knows who's that team, Ronbo. Kyler Murray knows he's that team.
And now,
you know,
they got a lottery pick coming. High.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They gonna get a nice draft. I think they're gonna take a wide receiver, Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna take a wide receiver.
Where do they start rebuild? And they planned.
They
on
need
this.
a defense. They need a defense. I mean, because they play coach is a defensive guy.
Yeah.
You said what?
They're 32nd in pass protection. I mean, they can't defend against the pass. 32nd, you're the worst in the league? Man, Brock is going to go buck wild.
They offense ain't the problem, Ronbo. I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world for me to say I still think technically, in a way, Kyler's the best quarterback in our division. If you were to just put him on the 49ers, would his numbers look better than Brock's? I mean, that's a good argument. With his legs
not a bad,
with his arm, Ronbo, respect. He's not, Ronbo. Respect.
Yeah, he's not a bad quarterback.
He's not a bad quarterback. He's really not. He's just a little arrogant and he's small.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I was getting ready to say.
And
he's
full
small.
of himself. Yeah. And he ain't got shit to work with over there in Arizona. It's just, I mean,
and he got exposed and got embarrassed last year. He's still pissed off about that. Doesn't like to study. Doesn't like to read the playbook.
Yeah.
Likes to go in and
I found out something that was funny, Ronbo. You know, Kyler Murray, all of his starting wide receivers are shorter than him.
No! What?
Marquise Brown and Rondale Moore, they're shorter than him.
Damn, that's tiny.
Yeah.
You know what, though? They're quick, though.
They are.
Yeah.
They are fast. We got to get a hand on them. They are fast. But
Demo don't care, though. Demo's amazing. You know, he'll cover anybody. Big, small.
Did you see D Winters? Did you see D Winters come in, Ronbo, number 53 for
finally.
Ronbo. That kid is a thumper, Ronbo. He's one of those guys that you're gonna always hear when he hits you, Ronbo. Like every time I've seen him make a hit in preseason and on special teams, you hear him pass.
Hits,
You hear them pass. You hear them pass. Yeah. I love guys that hit like that. Ruben was a guy like that.
Yep.
Ruben was a damn fool, bro. I didn't know Ruben was gonna be a.
I know. None of us thought that. Man, you have lady problems? Are you serious? Really?
I mean, God.
Ruben.
I mean, him and Solomon Thomas were polar opposites. Solomon, he just couldn't play. He was a great guy, just couldn't play. Ruben Foster, the guy could play. He could play, Ronbo. Ruben could play. He just.
I know it.
Man.
I was so excited when we got him. Oh, man. I was just.
Ronbo, we stole the draft that year, that 2017 year. We got those 2 first-round picks. I thought we was going to do something.
I know, right? That's
Golly,
2 first-round picks. When's the last time we had 2 first-round picks?
We had the 3rd pick, and then we got another late-round pick. Ronbo, you
traded
supposed
up
to make a splash with that. God, man. And both of them not even on the team no more.
I know. We get a lot. How many first-round draft picks do we have not on the team anymore?
I mean, Trey, Lance,
Solomon T.
pretty
and
sure
Ruben.
Mike McGlinchey, Trey Lance,
Michael
Solomon
Glinchey.
T. Wow.
Okay.
Javon Kinlaw won't be here much longer. I tell you that.
I got a feeling he can do all he wants this year. We're going to get something for him. No, we can't.
Yeah,
we can't even sign Trey.
Yeah.
Jalen, we
Jimmy,
gotta go.
DeForest Buckner, he was a first rounder, and
Right?
Jimmy Ward, and they both not here no more.
Jalen, we got to go.
Yeah, they're both not
clock
here.
ticked out on us quick.
But at the end of the day,
Hmm.
we still the kings of the West. Kyler ain't got to rest no more. And I'm happy about that, Ronbo. We're going to beat them down.
All right. Let me give it a shout. Niner! People, they got some more sorry people for Jalen to work with as far as his rhymes. Like Jalen Ellis. Ellis. Let's come back to him. Casey, come on in, man. Let's talk about this team, the juggernaut.
Ronbo, what's shaking, man? I'll tell you what's shaking. Those Cowboys fans are shaking, man.
They don't want nothing. No matter what Skip Bayless says. I bet you they wish Skip Bayless would shut up. Hey, man, we didn't say we wanted the 49ers. Skip said he wanted the 49ers for us.
No, remember last year, Ronbo, the chant was, we want Niners. Well, when they beat the Eagles, they had a different chant. It was not about the 49ers. I saw this great video of all the Eagle fans, or all the Eagles, going in the tunnel back into the locker room after the game. And that stadium set it up so that the fans can just heckle everyone as they go into the locker room.
Yep.
Some great videos out there.
Well, there was no heckling Oh, wait. Yeah, we went to their place. Yeah, there was no heckling that day.
No, I'm saying the Cowboy fans were just giving it to the Eagles as they were going back into the locker room.
Oh, that's what they do, and you're right. Remember Trent Williams walking back trying to get through the tunnel, and those seats are set down lower than usual. Usually those seats are high up above the field, so as to protect security purposes to keep the players away from the players.
Of bar, like in the tunnel under the stadium. I think they have a bar where the fans can hang out and watch people walk in.
But that box is sitting right on the dirt, because when Trent walked out, they were right there sitting right in his face. And he's sitting there laughing and pointing at him as they're flipping him off. So,
Yeah, and Ronbo, speaking of these Cowboy fans, the mental gymnastics, the mental Olympics that I have had to do to argue with these people that are on YouTube and Instagram talking about Purdy and, most of his passes are short passes. And shut up, because I'm tired of this, criticism of Purdy with nothing else to say. If Purdy's not doing anything, let me know. But I used to play quarterback growing up, and this guy's the GOAT.
Kids can play.
This guy passes every eye test.
Makes every
he's cool,
throw.
calm, and collected. These people are just hating so bad.
They gotta think of something, Casey. It's like the same guy that says, "Well, his team's got 1 or 2 trophies, if at the most." Well, you guys haven't won a trophy in 30 years. How does that help your case?
What pisses me off is that these people, they criticize Purdy, and then, I asked this guy, what can Purdy do better? I'll wait.
Right?
You've been there for 2 or 3 days. The league.
God.
He's leading the league in every major stat. And people that say, he's doing short passes with the yak and everything, he's leading the league in yards per pass. And not by a little, by a lot.
And
by more than a yard.
And
that is
downfield
a huge
passes
number.
too, Casey.
To go from 8 yards per pass to 9 yards per pass, that's the difference between the Aaron Rodgers and the Cam Newtons,
And Casey, remember in your argument next time you get with people, Brock Purdy's also up in the stats 16 and 20 yards as well for efficiency and completions.
He's doing it all. He's doing everything. that pass to Debo.
Yeah,
that's probably the best
that was
play
not
of
a
Debo's
dink.
career, and that doesn't happen every game, and it shouldn't.
We're running a West Coast offense. We tear teams up within, and then that opens up the passing lanes downfield. You don't just bomb.
Maybe it should happen, but it shouldn't be expected every game. You know what I mean? Because that's not what the Niners are. They're not.
No,
they're not
West Coast
Dante Culpepper
offense.
and Randy Moss.
Right. And not only that,
people have gotten so.
Look at teams that are doing that.
Go on.
Case. Look at teams that are doing that. Look at the Chargers quarterback. Isn't he supposed to be great? I look at him and Josh Allen as the same, one and the same. And that pass is thrown that deep downfield. We have to wait and intercepted. I'm telling you, look, guys, I understand about the need to throw the ball downfield. But if you're going to unintelligently throw that ball downfield, then I'm not respecting that, okay? You either set that up where it makes sense to do so or don't.
I think the Chargers are one more
is.
shutout away. The Chargers are one more shutout away from looking for a new coach. The Panthers fired their new coach in the middle of the season.
Yeah, that's twice. No. They let Wilkes play the rest. They let him play the entire season, and then they let him go at the end.
No, they hired Frank Reich, right?
Yeah, but not until the end of the season. They didn't fire Wilkes mid-season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this year, their new coach this year, they fired already.
I know. Reich. He's been let go. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wilkes, they waited until the end of the season last year. He got a little more respect. The Panthers are an organization that it's burning down to the ground. There's nothing but ashes in Carolina right now.
Yeah. Just punching their racist air.
It's bad.
Ronbo, I think it's going to be the Niners and the Ravens because the Dolphins can't even beat the Titans.
And the Ravens, but they had a lot of hard time with the Rams. I don't know. Maybe the Rams have gotten a lot better since last time we seen them. I don't think so. But anyway, the Ravens had to fight like hell to win. I was so overjoyed when I really appreciated that. I said, "Oh, Ravens, having problems with our second home? How come? That didn't look good. Okay, is it time to lay another 40 burger on a good team? I don't know, Casey. Cowboys and Eagles are supposed to be tough. So are the Ravens. Uh-oh."
Well, Rumbo, I think with Purdy leading the way, they're set. Nothing gets to him. This guy is like freaking stone cold killer, man.
I know.
Now, I saw this thing with Jerry Rice saying what's up to him in pregame, and Brock didn't miss a beat. He didn't even flinch when Jerry went up behind him.
I know, right? I posted that one up. I said, look, get off him. He's so dialed in. He's focused. He's concentrating. He doesn't even know who that really was.
I saw this comment. It said, look, it's the GOAT and Jerry Rice.
That's award-winning. I like that.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have thought of that one. In case we got to go.
I saw another comment that said, Jerry said, "Hey, I used to play with someone just like you." All right, Rumble. It's always a pleasure.
Comedy, boy. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, Cowboy fans, who do you want next? I bet it's not the 49ers. I bet y'all saying, "We want Minnesota. We want Minnesota." Yeah, I bet you do. Y'all suck.
Hey, Case, I'll see you Friday, fam. Maybe Thursday, but most likely
Thanks,
Friday.
Rumbo.
Night, fam.
Always a pleasure.
Hey, it's the GOAT, Jerry Rice. It is time now for the leader of the Dragon Clan. Here's Papa Dragon. Pop.
What is up, Ronbo?
Pop, it's just so much fun being a 49er
Sitting over
fan.
here chilling.
Well, you should be. Sitting back with a cool one in your hand and saying to yourself, well.
Oh, no. I'm chilling because I don't have heat.
Everybody's a comedian tonight. Well, Popeye, get a blanket. You'll be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are watching the news or not, but I was part of the news this week. We got hit by 13 tornadoes.
Are you serious? Go ahead, finish it. Here comes the joke.
Oh, hell yeah. No, it's no joke. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, hey, wait, 13 tornadoes came through that area at this time of year? What? Are you serious?
That's normal in Tennessee, man.
In December? Where does the heat come from?
Yep.
Man.
That's just it. One day, I think last week, it was like 70-something.
Okay.
The next day, it was like 30-something. So, yeah.
Oh, Pop, is your house...
It happens, man.
I always worry about houses built in tornado zones. Is your house built in such a way as to endure all that? I guess so, because you're still in it.
Well, yeah, our biggest issue was that we lost power. So, in any particular case, I live in a relatively safe area because of all the hills.
Oh yeah, right.
And the mountains and stuff. So, and there's also a lake. So there's like two flat areas because tornadoes like to travel over flat areas.
Oh, you got that lake.
There's like a main street.
Yeah, it could be boring.
Lakes are flat, but a lot of times it bounce off the mountain. So,
yeah,
for the most part, like I say, we're relatively safe. But there was a lot of destruction. There's probably, I think, close to $5 billion in destruction, something like that. Something crazy.
Woo. Hey, but fam, are you running power lines above ground still?
Hell yeah, we are.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Well,
that's all they do, man. They just rebuild it. Bigger and better. That's what they're gonna do.
Man, they better. Well,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But so yeah. Usually tornadoes will touch ground for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
They'll touch ground and they'll be done. This one was on the ground. It was I think it was a category 2. It was on the ground for 40 minutes.
That's that could do a lot of damage in 40 minutes. Ooh, that could do a lot of damage in 40 minutes.
Ooh, so I wanted to give you a big shout out, Ronbo. Big shout out.
Yeah,
to
I'm
you
glad to hear you're okay. And I've been following that forecast.
Because I could not watch the game.
Oh, you'd have loved it.
I don't live
you
in
can
the
watch the
Bay
replay.
Area, so I couldn't use the radio. But I was able to tune in to Ronbo Sports.
Oh, yeah?
Please click like and subscribe.
Thanks, man.
Where I got the play-by-play, the emotional play-by-play, Mr. Ronbo himself.
You know, it was fun. It had lots of moments where you could just go nuts, especially the DK Metcalf show. That's still my favorite. DK really, he doesn't care, does he? You know how much money he's paid in fines, and he's got more money coming on his bill in another few days. The boy don't care.
He better get an anger management because he's a court case waiting to happen.
He is. He really
he's
is.
Gonna whoop somebody.
Because somebody's gonna say something to him, right? You see DK walking down the street. Hey, DK, you mad, bro? Who is that? Up here, man. Come slap me. I can get
never know
paid.
somebody like that.
There are guys like that too. I'm joking, but
Brown Rihanna moment.
Yeah, there's guys like that.
I'm just
See him sitting at a restaurant, go jump in his face.
Yeah.
Just-
So obviously, I got a chance to see the highlights, and I finally got a chance to see the replay because we just got power back. And it's the same old crap, man. This is everybody's just talking all this smack. It won't stop. But apparently there was a lot of this same kind of stuff going on with Joe Montana back in the day, where people always question how good he really was, and they kept questioning him, and then he met up with the league MVP in the Super Bowl, and Joe Montana won the Super Bowl, and then he got that respect after that. And remember, Joe Montana didn't win MVP until he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
So
and beat Marino, that's saying something. So yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, I think that what I see happening right now on the tape, ever since the 3 losses, I see the quarterback has gotten better.
Yes, he learns every week,
and that's a quarterback that's trending in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what you want. It's like, Shanahan gives them the quizzes and gives them the exams,
Mm-hmm.
and your defenses come out there, they try to answer it. There's really only one answer for a quarterback like Purdy, is you got to hit him often and all game.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you're going to beat Purdy. That's if you can get to him.
Yeah.
right? And it's not the offensive line that's like just awesome. It's more Purdy getting the ball out on time, getting the ball out early, sliding, getting out of the way. Because people underestimate how quick his feet are.
God.
We saw a safe. I think it was a linebacker he ran over in the Eagles game.
Put the shoulder into him. Brock made.
I know he ran through him.
Oh, and CMC said, "I don't want to see him do that again," but that was pretty manly.
Purdy is the ultimate person.
Fam,
he's that one dude on the playground you underestimate. He just keeps burning it.
Oh yeah.
So let people keep underestimating him. That's what I say.
Well, fam,
let people keep underestimating him.
We talk too much about the misery you're going through. We ran the clock, but fam, I'll be sure next time to let you talk and stay out of what's going on in the tornadoes. I'm sorry, Pop. See you Friday though, and hopefully no more tornadoes.
Hopefully. All right, Ronbo.
Give my best to Bam and Boom and Mama Dragon too. All right, fam.
I will, man.
Thanks. All right, Pop. We got some other people in Tennessee area too. Oh no, that's Shabazz has got people out there though. Ellis. Yeah, Brock Purdy, man, that dude.
What's happening?
Hey, yeah, we're sitting there and like, now we're becoming a rally Brock Purdy time all the time, right? So I'm so tired of people talking about Brock Purdy, man, and disrespecting him. What else the hell does he have to do? Leading in so many categories. I'm not talking the downfield passes. People want to say, Dinkin' Dunky's leading the downfield passes. What are you talking about? There's no game management there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And also, you look at the rest of the team, everybody's numbers up. Even McKivitz is getting good run blocking grades, and that was his Achilles heel, almost as bad as his run block or passing, or quarterback protection.
That's fine. You're right. That's right. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, well, I was just gonna say, can you come right back to me next? I'm in line about to check out at the store.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
He's a man who takes care of business. I love it. But we'll do that. We'll be back. All right, go ahead.
I'll be out the line by the time you come to the next call for sure.
All right, no problem. And I'm ready. Are you ready for some Latino heat? Latino heat! Latino heat! Latino heat! Emilio! Hey!
We're going to Viva Las Vegas. The first Super Bowl in Las Vegas.
Hey.
The more and more I kept saying it, we're getting closer and closer. We clinched the other day.
I'm starting to believe
kept
it,
saying
too.
It took the offseason. We're going to the Super Bowl. It's getting closer and closer.
Who's going to beat them, fam? I don't see any team that could beat the 49ers. The 49ers get serious about you. It's bad news. They will beat your ass. And they ain't going to be weak about it. Best teams in the league. 40 burgers? 2 times? I got a feeling that if the big man, Baltimore's in trouble. Let me know. Go ahead, man.
This is my whole thing, everybody. Can you stop worrying about Brock Purdy getting MVP? He gives a damn if he becomes MVP or not. You know what? It's a great honor. If he does, congratulations. I would love for him to do. But who gives a damn? Y'all keep complaining on him. He deserves it. Yeah, he does. But if he doesn't get it, oh well.
No, that's right.
What do we all want?
Agree.
We want the Lombardi. Who gives a damn if he gets it?
You know what?
That's not the trophy we want. That's not the
when they mention his name. Stop
lying. Ronbo, he'll get the respect once he wins that Super Bowl. Yes, he can always what if. Who cares? What do you want?
Yeah.
As a Niner fan.
I want the SP. You know.
Okay, then.
But I
what
like
does everybody
Brock,
else out here want?
The same
okay,
thing.
I'm not saying I don't like him, but it doesn't matter if it was Jimmy or quarterback. It didn't matter if Kaepernick was a quarterback. What do we all want?
The SB, baby.
Exactly. So what does that matter about MVP? Like I said, trust me, it's a great honor. I'm not knocking away. If he gets it, congratulations. I'll be happy as hell. But what does that matter? That doesn't mean shit. We want the number 6.
Yeah.
Everybody on here wants number 6.
Yes.
And you guys stop complaining about that. He earns respect. Yes, he does. But at the end of the day, we all want number 6.
Yeah. It's arguing to be arguing.
Like I listen to it, but that doesn't mean a damn thing. Like I said, it's a great honor. It'll be better for him once he becomes a Hall of Famer. But at this point in time, we need number 6. Who gives a damn about that MVP? Give it to Dak. Who cares?
Yeah, I know you.
Give it to Dak. I don't give a damn. Give it.
If he
like I
does get
said,
the
give it
Super
to
Bowl,
Dak.
true. If he gets the SP, though, do you realize he will go in the Hall of Fame? He's already got things that are already hanging in the hall now.
That's exactly my point. And later on in the season, he will get MVP. At this point in time, I don't care about that trophy. I want number 6. I've been saying it since the season started. We had one chance to go to Vegas. We still got a best shot to go to Vegas. We're the number 1 team to go to Vegas. That's what I'm worried about. Not that damn MVP trophy.
Overwhelming
I worry about that MVP trophy until he wins the Super Bowl and they decide to make. That's the one MVP I want him to get if he gets it. I don't care about this during the season. He can get that later. He's still young. He's only 23. He's about to be 24. If he keeps playing the way he's playing, he will get that season MVP sooner or later.
24.
So as of now, I don't care about that. Because honestly, y'all need to stop crying about that.
6. No. You know what? It's individuals. You look at that face when they're talking, you just want to smack it. And then you want to talk back to them. Those are the things that bother me, you know. So,
like I said, if he deserves it, he deserves it. If he gets it, it's like last year. Everybody kept saying Jalen deserved it. He didn't get it. So what does it matter? Like I said, it's a great honor. I'm not knocking nothing from it. But at this point, who gives about that trophy?
Who got it last year?
We want the Lombardi. We want the one that matters, not that one. That's just for Hall of Fame purposes. Because if Purdy keeps up his numbers, never wins the Super Bowl, it will help him get in the Hall of Fame, not a Super Bowl. That trophy's not going to get that man a Super Bowl. It's not. Just because you win MVP doesn't mean you're going to win the Super Bowl either. That's just my thing. Y'all keep crying about it. I don't see why.
Mm-hmm. I'm still going to get on Nick Wright, Joy Taylor. As a matter of fact, Frank Gore's buddy, though, I'm not messing with Shady anymore. I'm kind of impressed with him. He manned up.
Well, at least McCoy had turned around. He said Brock Purdy's great. The 49ers. I give him that, but at the end of the day,
well, he said the 49ers. Period.
They're just running their mouth. They're just running their mouth because they get paid to run their mouth. Just like
Bayless.
Stephen A. I still say Stephen A. doesn't know about damn football, and
No,
he
he
gets
don't.
paid to run his mouth.
He's a basketball
So it's just those things are just irrelevant. They just run their mouth because they can. They get paid to do it.
Yeah.
Shit, I wish I got paid to run my mouth. A lot of people would tune in when we run their mouth, and a few of the guys on here.
Yeah, and fire people up. Yeah, you don't have to necessarily be saying nice things. Yeah, it works better if you say something wrong. Who doesn't know Nick Wright and Skip Bayless in the 49er community? And Shady.
Oh, listen, every time they come on TV or I hear something, I change it. So they're just talking nonsense. Cowboys, this, Cowboys, that. So I'm like, you know what? You keep rooting for that damn team. Until I see them win another Super Bowl, I don't give a damn. Until they can win it, not even a Super Bowl. If they can win an NFC championship game, then I'll listen to them.
I mean, it ain't been out the first round yet.
And you know what? This was kids about Cowboy fans. Oh, I'd rather not go to the Super Bowl and lose. I said, you can't even get to the championship and lose one. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Get out of the first round, Cowboy.
And then talk to me.
Yeah, you know?
Every single Cowboy fan says the same thing. Well, I don't want to go to Super Bowl and lose. I said, that's a damn lie. You want to get to the damn. And you know what?
Because you could
that's
win.
some old bogus bullshit. That's some old bogus bullshit. Every Cowboy fan tells us, well, y'all lost them last two. I'm like, yeah, we're losing, but when's the last time you won a championship game?
You can't win if you don't play. I mean, come on, man.
I said, no, win that NFC game and then talk to me. I said, I'd rather lose the Super Bowl. I said, I'd rather lose the Super Bowl and not make it over 30 plus years. You haven't even made it to that game. So once you make it to that game, Cowboy fans, then talk to me. That's been over 30 years, and you can't even make that damn game.
They don't even bother us about that.
You can't even sniff that game. We done played that game, over 5 years? What was it, 5 years over 6? We played that game 5 years over 6 years, Ronbo? What is it?
Yeah. We've been there a number of times. At least we get there.
Exactly. Within the last, at least the 10 years, we've been there enough. Mm-hmm. And we can sniff that game.
I'm going to see you Friday. We got to go. And you keep that energy. And you bring everybody back down to earth when they stop crying about Purdy. I only bothered by a few people.
Hey, like I say, I love Purdy. I want Purdy to win that thing.
No,
but at the end of the day, that trophy doesn't mean a goddamn thing. I want the Lombardi. We should all want the Lombardi. Not the MVP. Like I said, it's a great honor for him.
Yeah.
But I don't want him holding that one. I want him holding the Lombardi.
SB MVP. All right, fam. I'll see you Friday. Emilio.
All right, you have a good night.
You too, fam. Night, Emilio.
Good night.
Johnny Robinson, if Purdy wins a ring, will you post him beside Joe? Yeah, he'd be in the running because I've been trying to put the legendaries up, because it's appropriate. And like I quit buying jerseys because I'm getting rid of them as fast as I'm buying them, right? So, yeah, actually Rice should be next to Joe, probably. Or you could put, Young, maybe not. Really? Actually, Dwight should probably be next. There's a few people up there, if you put them in pecking order. But I don't know about putting a modern-day quarterback. We'll see. We'll maybe take a vote on it. All right. Hey, Alice, are you ready?
Yeah, Ronbo, can you see me? You got me locked in? You got the image locked in?
Yeah, I see Debo sitting in flames below his feet, looking like a beast. Yes. Emilio? I mean Ellis? Lost connection now. Ellis, I see your image, but no Ellis. Ellis.
Hello.
There you are.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, I do see your image, by the way, as I mentioned. Debo standing with flames at his feet.
Yeah,
I like it.
Flexing on him. That's what we doing. Yeah, that's what we doing tonight.
Yeah, see. And, Debo is one of the people that admitted that, I do get turned on when we play teams that's supposed to be bad. Yeah, basically what he's saying.
Mm.
And the Hawks don't impress nobody. The Hawks are the same bag with the Rams. Now, actually, we need to worry about this game, Ellis, for that reason. I don't know. I hope they take the Cardinals serious, at least for 2 or 3 quarters.
Yeah. Well, we'd be foolish not to, not to complete the mission.
Yeah.
The mission is not complete yet. We are not by any means. I mean, we could lose the 1 seed between now and the end of the season.
Sure could.
So, this ain't the last final game of the season, and no matter whether or not we win or lose, we still got the number 1 seed. Yeah. If that was the setup, and that's what we were looking at, then by all means, let Sam Darnold play for the whole second half, and we'll treat it like a preseason game. Let Brock Purdy and the ones play for the first half, and let Sam Darnold play the second. But
keep them tuned up. Exactly. It wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Keep that whole second string tuned up.
Yeah, that's not the same.
So. We'll be right.
But yeah, it's a game that I feel like the Cardinals are going to be looking like most teams that are at the bottom. They're going to be looking to get a boost of ego by beating a team like us. And if we give them that opportunity, they're going to play loose and play guys coming out after the first half, like I said, like it's a preseason game. Kyle needs to at least have the starters in for the first 3 quarters, and then maybe if we're up by 2.5, 3 scores into the fourth quarter, then maybe give our offense another series, our first team offense another series, and then start taking guys out and just slowly but surely start doing it. Don't just put the whole second team offense in, or and stuff like that. Like, don't do that, because we still need to finish off our NFC teams. We still need to beat the Washington football team. We need to beat the Rams, and we need to beat the Cardinals. Whether we win or we lost, or win or lose, which I feel like that's a winnable game even against B-More, we need to still make sure that we beat those 3 NFC teams to engrave that number 1 seed. What I'm saying, top to bottom. So
I agree. And let's touch upon the growth of this team from even week 1 until now. That 3-week period where we were struggling, people are just say they love to dwell upon that. Especially my girl Joy over at Speak. I just look at those 3 games when he didn't have Deebo Samuel and Trent Williams and he struggled. Joy! How many teams struggle with the stars out? So this is what I'm saying. If that happened now, I wonder how the 49ers will look. See, everything they do now is a teachable moment and growing. So, what are you thinking about that? Because I looked at the grades this week. Man, players had high grades, even though they look bad, but some of the situations. But what are you thinking?
I mean, overall, to be honest, it's there's been an ascension that's gone on since that last loss that we had. Though every game has not been, across the board, to perfection, but we've been blowing teams out. We've been showing our depth in the secondary. The rookie guys. Jair Brown, standing up and playing incredibly well. Ambry Thomas, these guys are ascending. They're becoming greater players each week. And, that's something that we can definitely hang our hats on and be thankful for because, that was a concern of ours, even with Charvarius coming out. I know we just re-signed
Jason
Verrett, to the practice squad. I'm looking forward to seeing JV, get brought up to the 53 this week, and playing against, he played for the Chargers, so that's not his old team. But, I remember when JV came in a couple of years ago for his first time, and he was getting his ass smoked. And I was like, man, sit him down. He's not ready. And then, all of a sudden, a few weeks later, he got in and he started playing like his young self. And so I'm looking forward to seeing stuff like that go on. The offense is looking incredible. Jawan Jennings, I can't say enough about him and what he's proven and shown himself to be. Brandon Ayuk is still maintaining his, commitment and trying to do his absolute best. And, just everybody, man, the offensive line, these second year, third year guys, Aaron Banks has come such a long way. Spencer Burford they're still keeping Spencer Burford in. So they have some belief in him. And I do too. I had belief in him from when we first drafted him, honestly, but he has had some struggles with certain things. But it seems to be that he's playing a lot better than what he's kind of been given credit for. That's why he's still starting.
That's Fletcher Cox. You're right. They're 2-3 year players. They'll get there. Hey, we got great coaches.
Yeah, Colton McKivitz, you know what I mean? John Feliciano coming in and filling in. We just we got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff as well, man, for, putting these guys, giving these guys the keys to success and playing their positions individually and allowing these guys to show, what they've taken from that tutelage and applying it on the field. And it's showing in a variety of ways. Javon Kinlaw, we're in a really blessed position, man. And we're going to need those guys to come through for us this week.
That's right.
Because Hargrave Hargrave, being down in Eric Armstead, we're gonna need these guys to give us another 2 weeks at least of some great play. So, and I think they're gonna do
it. It'll be good for them too. We gotta go, fam. I'm gonna see you Friday. Bring that score, and shout out to that squad. We All right,
yes, sir. I appreciate it, family, and shout out to the faithful, man. Shout out to the squad, the usual suspects, man. The Tony Tones, the Frank, Frank with the sandwich, the fish sandwiches, and Ronbo said the fish sandwiches, yeah. And Evan, man, and y'all know all the family, man. Shout out to the chat. You know what it is. And let's get to it, y'all. Let's finish our food though.
Yes. Which is
plenty more on the
Cardinals and a lot of poultry. All right, Ellis.
Yeah, man.
Have a good night. Ellis running around doing errands, staying with the phone. Ellis, man, we love you, man. Yeah, well, I'll see you in a couple of days. All right.
Appreciate it. Love you too, champ. Sir, thank you.
Night, fam. Hey, here comes Bill. Bill.
Ronbo.
Bill. Deep in the heart of Texas. This is what I like about Bill. But one thing I like about you and Anderson, you guys cannot stand the ground the Cowboys walk on, but you got to watch them walking by all the time. That would drive me friggin' nuts, especially if I didn't engage in any conversation. I can see shouting matches taking place in the middle of the gas stations and stores. But Bill, you're doing great. You're not in jail. Everything's doing all right.
Yeah.
Bill, you know, we're as I said, my feeling on this game was the 49ers sort of just clowned around on this game. The 49ers can play better football, which is saying something because the 49ers look damn good at that victory eventually. But the 49ers, they weren't as dialed in and focused and just hardcore like they were against the Cowboys and Eagles. You know, what are your feeling on that? And they still got some good PFF grades. So, and Brock Purdy's still getting no love in week 14.
I just got to say, Dallas is good at beating tomato teams.
Yeah.
And that's all Eagles is a tomato team. They're not really that good as they say they are. Skidding by, got lucky, you know, a little bit of help here and there. And then it proved right then and there when they got beat by Dallas, they're a tomato team. So,
actually, that's a good point.
They got smoked. They didn't even put up a fight.
Looked like they quit. I mean, they look whipped in the first quarter.
Big time. Big time. It was over for them. They knew it. It was one of those games I enjoyed watching the Philadelphia Eagles cry, and you know they proved that they didn't belong to the Super Bowl last year. Got beat.
Oh,
they
yes.
Give up.
I love that. Delegitimize. Yes, that's what happened to them.
Yes, they didn't belong, and they know they don't belong. And it's the funny part about it is they're gonna prove they're gonna prove this season that they're, you know, what everybody says they are, you know, fake, trash, you know, all that. So nobody
Bill,
needs to be worried about them.
But remember weeks ago I said, you know, that sliding by is gonna play out. You could see it coming. It finally played out. After the 49ers beat hell out of them, they haven't been right since.
No, and I think they're going to lose a couple more, to be honest. And Dallas has got a road ahead of them that's going to cause them to lose a few more. So
can't wait till this weekend. Dallas, I was hoping for the worst this weekend for Dallas, but now they got the Bills. Okay, Dallas, now you got a team that thinks they can beat you. The Bills, I don't think the Eagles thought they could.
Well, the Bills they got to win or they're out. It's win or out. The Bills have to win or they're out of the playoffs. It's simple as that. So if they can't pull it off, then the Bills won't be seeing the playoffs. And
ooh, that's gonna. You know what? Oh man, where's Stephon Diggs going? He won't be in Buffalo next year. There's gonna be all kind of players. There's gonna be a migration coming out of Buffalo. It's going to look like World War II. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be crazy.
Big time, and they're going to be out of it. So Cowboys are going to be really struggling, and it's going to be to them. They ain't making anywhere. Anybody believe what the Cowboys say about the Hive? They're going somewhere.
Jerry,
they're going to be sorely mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to. I just wish we could get him in the playoffs. I love Jerry Jones's face when they get beat up. Well, we're going to see that this weekend, most likely. I got a feeling the Bills are going to beat them up. Really do.
I do too. I do see the Bills actually beating Dallas. I see.
It's too cold. Dallas ain't ready for that.
Yeah, they're not ready. They're not ready for what's coming, and. The funny part about it is it's going to be a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We'll be singing ooh la la. So, Ronbo, I'm going to tell you this. All we got to do is win this Sunday and win on Christmas.
Oh.
And, oh, yeah, we got a really hard game ahead of us, which I don't think it's going to be that hard because I think they're starting to deploy the Ravens, so they might not. They're going to probably lay it all out this Sunday and the following Sunday and be tired. So,
you know, unless the Ravens,
okay as long as we,
absolutely, they're not going to get tired against Cardinals. Unless the Ravens just didn't take the Rams seriously, they're in deep trouble. If they bring that game to San Francisco, they will be meat. That will be just Anyway, Bill. I'll tell you what, I'm going to see you Friday. Bring that score for the Cardinal game. We still have to play them.
Give me a 49er shout out. We should be sitting back, eating some bird, celebrating. It's bird week for the next 2 weeks.
I'm tired of poultry. Bill.
Ronbo, this is the paltry Super Bowl year. Have a nice day.
You too. Night, Bill. And it's time, as we do, we're fortunate to have the privilege to ask, what time is it? Our timekeeper's, he's having speaker problems. Wait, he'll get it. He always does. We'll ask it again. What time is it? There it is. Yes.
It is time for, as Bill said earlier, it's time for us to marinate them birds, man. Hope y'all got them in the fridge. And before you put it in, you know what you got to say? It's Niners all day.
All day, yes. We got to think about some interesting sauces. And Norm, you're just the guy. What kind of marinade combination of sauces are you going to put together to put on that meat?
Oh man, I got some good ones. I use, of course, nature seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder with a little.
Yes.
Oh God. You feel me? Let that sit in there overnight with a little olive oil in there, just to let that. We ain't even talking about that right now. Yeah. Right. and if y'all don't like that one, y'all can go on YouTube and look at all the good marinade recipes for y'all birds. But
there you go.
Yeah, man. Week 3, the bird hunt is done, and I was kind of
bird test.
I was kind of emotionally charged for my conclusion or my analysis of the game on Sunday. It was, of course they could do better, but was it really that bad?
For their standard, Norm, I just felt that they fell a little below standard. There was no real intensity to start the game. We missed a lot of tackles in that game, which concerned me. And, there were just the little things that are un-49-like. But you can't be crying about that like I am. They still were very efficient. But go ahead.
And still got this here.
Yeah.
Still got that good old Dubsky. You feel me?
Yes, indeed.
Swept the chickens. And
do that again.
And with the Giants kicking a ball made of thick, oblong pigskin made over a big H, we have clinched the playoffs for the, we're the first team to do it.
Yes.
And I just want to say for our Niners fans that was rooting for the Cowboys Sunday night, why?
Well, because that put us in first place, Norm. Now
you think the Cowboys gonna be rooting for us to keep it? Hell no.
The saving grace is the Cowboys will get the butt beat as early as this weekend. They can't beat Buffalo. I don't believe it.
You think Cowboys fans is gonna be like, yeah, Niners beat the Commanders, beat the hell no. They want us to lose out for the remainder. Hell no, for no.
They know we don't like them. They know it. We just wanted to use them this week.
Y'all didn't feel it itching y'all esophagus when y'all was saying, "Let's go."
Throwing up in your mouth a little bit, yelling, "Come on, go Cowboys!" Oh my God!
Let me try it again. Let's go.
No, but Texas boy loved it that we were supporting his little team.
Not really, y'all, bro. We going for that number 1 seed, man. Y'all, it's gonna be dangerous for everybody, bro. Everybody. If you give us a week off and y'all gotta come to Levi's Stadium, come on, dog. Come on, man. Y'all would have been better off going on the road with us because we whooping teams on the road too. Doesn't matter.
Hey, Norm, you point something out that I've always noticed. The 49ers play better on the road most of the time than they do at home. See, that ass when they put on the Eagles, that was brutal. The one they put on the 49ers, put on the Cowboys came in our house. There's always going to be a problem with the Cowboys. We could play them anywhere. We could play them in the middle of Sahara Desert with no referees. There's going to be blood all over the place. But at home, I want to see a better game.
At home, we scored less than 30 points in 2 games at home. It was against the Bucks and the Seahawks. On the road, 30 burgers.
And they told everybody, we like playing on the road. The crowd gets us off. They hate us, and we love that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, and I feel like we should just be relieved at this point. You know what I'm saying? We should be very relieved and just sit back and watch the show. I mean, the Ravens is. I'm not even gonna get into that next week. I'm just impressed by how everybody is just so just calculating this and that, and we sitting up top right now. We sitting up the top of the hill, and if you look at everybody else's schedule, do we really have much to worry about? All we got to do is take care of our business, and we good.
It's nice. But it's nice watching them get an ass whooping. If the Cowboys get an ass whooping after last week having to support them, Norm, I can't think of anything, that I'd appreciate more than that. My God, I'll be such a rush.
Yeah, but you know what? I ain't rooting for the Bills this week either. But you know what? I'm gonna be laughing as hell if the Cowboys lose because they really think they got hopes and dreams of coming for that number 1 seed. But it ain't gonna matter because we'll go up to AT&T Stadium and we'll do the same thing like we did at Link.
And have them sitting up in there crying, grown-ass men, in public, camera on you, and you're crying like a baby.
And we might bring that Asian lady from the Chargers, you know what I'm saying? Have her
put her out there. Yeah. Isn't she cute? I mean, the thing is, I've not seen her with the Chargers lately. I think they gave up that promotional effort because I'm positive the Chargers planted her out there.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't know if she come on RT. They can be like, you guys are bandwagon fans anyway. It don't matter. Bring them all in. Bring them in. Bring them in. She could be on the Bang Bang Niner Gang remix. It don't matter. And that's all I got to say.
And
it's Niners all day. Shout out to all the faithfuls. Shout out to everybody who's been shouting me out and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button on Ronbo Sports. Let's go.
Thanks, Norm. Appreciate you, fam. I'll see you Friday.
Yes, sir. Dub City on Tuesday.
I love that. I got to try that. Oh, there it is. I can do it. Yeah. Norm, I love it, man. When? Norm. We're going to give it up to Norm because in the offseason, Norm hangs out with family and stuff like that like normal people do. And so it's always fun to have Norm during the regular season. Tony down Atlanta way. Actually, Tony doesn't live in Atlanta, but he is a Falcon man. Tony, get on in here, man. What Marketing Pro is back. I just realized Marketing Pro's been going wild. Rams fans are all over the place. Rams, we didn't get over the fact that you got your butt handed to you this last week, though. You know that, don't you? That was embarrassing. On special teams, you lost that game. You guys were playing the Ravens. You couldn't do any better than you had them right on the ropes. Tony's already been talking about you guys, haven't you? I should give you guys a break. Tony.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tony, I was just echoing some of the sentiments you had about your other favorite team, the Rams, and the Cowboys. We're sitting here having fun because it's that time of year when talking trash is just a wonderful thing, Tony. All the luxuries in life you pick up, there's now, because I've been at the other end of the trash talk. In fact, those years between, 14, 15, and 16, those are dark days. It was always, no matter if the sun was shining bright, we needed a flashlight to walk outside at 1 o'clock in the afternoon to be able to see. There was no light at the end of the tunnel. So, 49er fan, we know about the pain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And Ronbo, before we get started, Gene D, it's okay, brother. Don't take another drink. We know you're on suicide watch. It's all in good fun, Gene D. Come back. Ronbo, we ain't heard from Gene D since Friday.
That's what the chicken poop is about those guys. Well, the Rams fans are pretty bold. I give them credit. They're in here for reasons unknown. Now, they just lost in an embarrassing fashion. But Gene D, Gene D has a bigger beef because the fact of the matter, that hits home harder when you actually have the 49ers bring you into the house and massacre you, playing a level that was below par, and they still handed you your ass.
Texas boy does it too. When this Cowboys get massacred, he goes into hiding. And Texas boy, I see you in the chat. If you saw earlier, Texas boy, 8 of y'all 10 wins are against New England, the Jets, the LA Chargers, the
Rams.
the LA Chargers, Washington twice,
the Giants. All those teams are scrubs, Texas boy. Y'all only got 2 wins against winning teams, and that's Seattle, and 1 against Philly, which you lost. Y'all going down, Texas boy. As Stephen A. Smith always says, with the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm glad they're hyping y'all. Just wait. Just wait.
You know, and Tony, it's a great point you make because every team except for 2 are probably picking in the draft in the top 10 to 15, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely.
With the Panthers who are the number 1 pick.
Carolina.
Yeah.
They also beat Carolina. Dallas beat Carolina too. Let's throw them in there.
Well, they get to give that pick. And poor Panthers, they got to give that pick to the Bears.
Yeah.
And the Giants are working their way up on the draft order.
You know what, Ronbo?
Yeah.
I was watching the Giants defense last night.
Pretty good, huh?
They played Philadelphia 2 out of the last 3 weeks. They might be able to sneak a win on Philadelphia.
Yeah,
with that defense.
Because Tony, Philly's going through emotional breakdown. You know,
you can see it on their face.
They're not. You could see the heart wasn't in that game against the Cowboys. They played the Cowboys better than that on their worst weeks. And I don't care about. You don't get tired when you're playing against a team you don't like. You know, I don't feel sorry for them, but I do know they're in a bad place right now.
They showed this picture of Fletcher Cox on the sideline. He was staring around, but it was like that deer in the headlights look.
Oh, I saw that.
Fletcher Cox had that look.
He was doing because he looked confused, dazed, and confused.
Yeah,
like he just got hit by a left hook he didn't see coming.
Yes, sir.
They don't look.
And he's the veteran.
Yeah, mentally they just don't look like they're dialed in. Fletcher may still be nursing an injury too, though.
And any mainstream media that's on this channel watching, please keep supporting the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They're being set up for a fall with those 8 wins against sorry teams. It is coming. Oh, Ronbo, Buffalo is 2.5-point favorites.
I didn't know that. I wouldn't have.
Yes, sir.
I thought the Cowboys were riding so high that they were supposed to come in there. Buffalo. Cowboys are sporting a 3-point lead against the Bills. I was going to automatically say, man, y'all, go ahead. Make that bet, baby.
Nope. Buffalo is 2.5-point favorites. Ronbo, I wish the Falcons had either Josh Allen or Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Justin Herbert needs to be out of Chargerville. Either the coach or Herbert needs to leave Chargerville. Probably preferably the coach. He doesn't have any excuses this year, and he's getting mad at people for calling him out on things. He's got a lot of nerve. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I saw that. But Ronbo, I said in the chat earlier too, one of your guys, David Hodge, was asking me what I thought about the Niners. I said what the 49ers are doing, they're focused, they're serious, they're not listening to any hype, and they're taking it one game at a time, the Niners. They're just thinking about the week. One game at a time, and they're going to be on a one game at a time series all the way to February 11th. That's what I told them. That's what I think.
You know, they just look like that kind of a team this year. Unlike any other year in the past 10, they just look like that team. You know, all the veterans are grizzled, battle-tested, just leather tough. And then you got those ultimate weapons. When we picked up Christian McCaffrey and added also some other Christian McCaffrey, and we added that other what's his name, Chase Young. Now you've already added excellence to excellence. There is the 49ers are pulling every stop to make sure they get to that Super Bowl. I gotta love them for that. Man.
And Ronbo, on the defensive side of the ball, y'all added excellence, in my opinion, depth too with Cleveland Farrell. You know, I keep talking about him.
Yeah.
And Randy Gregory.
First round picks.
Oh my God, you can have Chase and Nick be on the sideline getting some rest in their hand.
There were a couple occasions when that happened. The other day.
Yes, sir.
So if
Texas
I got Chase Young and Randy Gregory on opposite.
Boy, I see you in there. Sorry, Ronbo.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I'm just responding to Texas boy because they're finna get what's coming to them. If they're being set up for the fall, or as you used to say, Ronbo, about the Rams jumping off the cliff, because everybody's hyping the Cowboys, and Dak. Ronbo, don't it seem like it's a campaign, like a presidential campaign for Dak Prescott to be MVP?
Tony, this is why people hate him so much. First of all, who gave the right to call him America's team? And that makes people mad anyway. And for the record, there's other teams that should be considered. I put the Boston team ahead of the Cowboys as far as that moniker goes. You guys, I need to go back. I forgot who started that with calling them America's team, and they automatically put them in position to be hated, and then they play like they're playing now. Who?
It was an opponent that started that back in the 70s with Tom Landry. I can't remember what took place, but it was an opponent that did that.
Man.
And Tom Landry didn't like it either with his stuff.
Well, they need to renounce it then. Just say, we'd like to not be recognized as America's team. We're the team of Texas. Say, get it off you. Because, man, it makes people mad. God.
I just can't believe mainstream media, their campaign in Dallas, 8 of their 10 wins are against teams that are way under 500. 8 out of the 10 wins.
Tony, we really got to go because I got to get some things done here before I hit the sack. Well, listen, appreciate you as always. I'm going to see you Friday, and let's get ready for some more football, all right?
Yes, sir, and I can't wait because Dallas is going to get what's coming to them. Always a pleasure, Ronbo. Everybody hit the likes. This is the best chat in the business. That's why I'm always on here. I love this chat, man. It's always fun.
We thank you, Tony, for being a part of it, too. All right.
Texas boy, your ass. Good night, Ronbo.
Good night, Tony. We do have fun with this. NG49er says, O-line ranks 20. Brock gets blitzed more than any quarterback. Brock MV Purdy is number one in the most quarterback stats. Imagine he wins MVP and Super Bowl. He epitomizes all those weapons. Brian, I don't know how it could be better said. Thanks for the contribution. Guys, Brian. Oh, yeah. Brian goes on to say, I know one game at a time, but do you think we can win the rest? I do. No, I do. The 49ers are strictly business now. This is that time of year. Like last year, the 49ers are not going to let you beat them, especially with the arsenal they got now. That's a scary team. If we were on the other side looking at the 49ers to play this week, you'd have to be scared. I look at them now with all the confidence in the world. I say, Jesus, that is brutal. Fam, thanks for the contributions as always. Please, notifications, subscribe so we can find you later, and hit like. I love likes. I'll see you Friday, fam. Brock!